Danganronpa.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, that's so weird that I can't hear myself.
Oh yeah, because we... At least you won't hear me in the recording. You know?
Hopefully.
I feel like I want to boost yours.
You're gonna boost me?
Just gonna...
Boosties.
There we go. We need to get an actual physical booster though. Like an actual physical booster, because then we'll be able to hear each other better.
Is it gonna be like that one song, that Josh Groban song of You Raise Me Up?
What?
Instead of You Raise Me Up, it's gonna be like You Boost Me Up. How does that song go?
Who did you say?
You know
sing
Josh Groban. You know what song I'm talking about,
that? You
right?
raise me up so I can stand on mountains?
Yeah, there you go.
That's not who wrote that song!
Wait, huh? Who is it this?
Westlife.
Huh?
Westlife. Knew it.
Well, but there's no, Josh Groban did. Put in Josh Groban.
Who? Nah.
Josh Groban, you raised me up. See? That's who I know the song by.
I like how I was going to check the release dates, but both came out 14 years ago.
But who did it first? It was Josh Groban, right?
No,
Oh.
it was released by fucking Westlife.
Okay.
Fuck you! It's another thing that we own that you're trying to take. America's the greatest. We made this totally awesome song, guys. It's like, no, you fucking didn't.
Because didn't you at one point tell me something
Let's
about...
get to-
Didn't you at one point tell me something about that Nan really liked that song?
Yeah, my name.
So I'm assuming...
By
that-
Westlife. By motherfucking Westlife, bitch. Hello, Timothy. Timothy's like getting to see a fucking couple argue live on stream.
No.
Like a typical Saturday morning, he's there enjoying his coffee or tea. I don't know what you prefer for your morning beverage. Just fucking, yes, it's time to watch my favorite streamers.
But it would
And
not...
by that I mean I'm gonna watch a couple argue.
But time difference.
Yeah, Germany's like 6 hours ahead, I think.
Yeah.
I assume it's.
So it's like not even 8 a.m. in the morning here. So.
Mm-hmm. It's time for my afternoon tea. And then time to watch these idiots argue about fucking who released the song first. Of You Raise Me Up.
So this entire time that you've talked about it, I've always immediately thought you were talking about Josh Groban.
I would play it live on stream, but I don't want to be sued
No, let's
by
not do
fucking
that.
Westlife. I don't want Westlife
Or
showing
Josh
up to
Groban.
our house. Actually, I would like Westlife showing up to our house because that'd be super cool. Like, cool, my dad would be like, yo, so Westlife's at my place. And mum would be like, oh my god,
I've never even heard it.
wow,
I've never-
Westlife. That's exactly how my mum sounds, by the way. Really good impression.
No, it's not.
Don't
I've
tell her
never
that.
even heard of the band Westlife.
You never heard of Robbie Williams either.
Anywho,
It's good to be back. But no, we've been working out some audio issues. I stayed up till the earlier hours of the morning experimenting.
yeah. So, Timothy, how does our audio sound?
Yeah. Chat. How does audio sound? By chat we mean Timothy. And I'm just checking if this PDF is all good. Which it seems all good.
It's not too NSFW.
I hope not. Better.
I'm assuming you're going to be doing all the reading.
No.
No? Oh, God. Am I going to have to look all the way over
Considering
there?
There's a lot of Junko Inashima in this book. I was hoping that you would fucking voice Junko Inashima.
1:40 p.m. Holy shit.
So how many hours is that ahead? That's 6. 6. I was right!
6 hours. Good
Yeah, I
job.
was good at with European time zones. It's almost like I'm from there.
Yeah. European. Are you European right now? I got to make that joke at least once. Come on.
No. You don't need to make that joke like ever.
I do.
No.
I do.
Oh my god, it's so weird how loud the music iTunes is for us. But it's really not that loud.
No.
So, what are we doing today?
We're gonna be doing some reading.
You want to read a book?
I like to read. Considering
It's story time.
that I'm on the Avatar series
I'm
right
doing
now.
good with that. We're not reading that on stream.
Oh, why?
And then he took his giant bat penis out and bat fucked me with his bat penis in the bat sky.
Actually, since you mention it, quite literally, that is what I was reading last night. Because they just got
Of course it was. Of course she was reading about the bat penis.
they just got reunited
Uh-huh.
after being separated and her going back to Tamlin.
And she went, oh, yeah, give me your bat penis.
She did, actually. Anyways, I want to read that part, just that part.
Just the
dirtiest part so far.
The thing is, reading up on the lore and the background of this book series that you're reading and learning that, oh, the Bat people from the Night Court is just Scotland. Like, no actual changes, it's just Scotland. You're you're saying Agatha, it's A Court of Thorn and Roses, right?
That's the
book.
first one,
That's
A Court of
yeah,
Thorn
but
and Roses. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's where it's a shortening of A Court of Thorn and Roses and Agatha.
Yes.
Is A Court of Thorn and Roses.
Technically, I'm on the
series.
third book. I
You are
don't
on
remember the
third
name of
book.
it,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And it's a fantasy smut book, basically.
I
Right?
like my fantasy smut.
It's fantasy smut. No wonder you want to be a good YouTuber. Shit. But we have still got to work on that VTuber model, but we need the funds so badly right now to get it done, otherwise we've got the Batcock.
Who's cock?
The Batman's cock, but not actual Batman like Bruce Wayne, like whatever his name is.
His name
Scottish
is
Bat Fairy.
his name is Reesend. I think that's how you say it, aka Reese. And he
I
has.
can imagine being named after a peanut butter man.
He's a high
His
fae.
parents must hate him.
He's a high fae, and he basically has massive ass. They're Illyrian.
If I was a fairy, I'd be a
They're
high
Illyrian
fairy.
warriors, and
Smoking.
they have wings that are like bats.
They're
And then they
bat-
have talons and
bat cocks. They have a bat cock.
and massive members.
Massive, absolute bat penises. Like, you think it's like an echidna penis where it does a...
No, it's normal. It's a normal penis.
It's
It
not-
hasn't actually
I love
described
how
it
I
as being
know that
different.
this fantasy character has a completely normal penis. I've seen it. In my imagination.
I'm still trying to decide if they ever decide to make these into movies, how they're going to do it. Because boy, there's some detail.
You are not going to be able to go to a public theatre. At all.
It's going to be on the porn sites.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's definitely going to be like an actual, like, the first high-budget porn movie.
Oh my
where it's
god.
actually, like, the sex scenes are like Game of Thrones kind of thing. Because they did Game of Thrones and the sex scenes of Game of Thrones.
Music too loud.
Music is too loud. Look, we have all the audio separated now. Is that better? We have all the music separated now. So like Discord is separated for when we do collabs. Spoilers. I have something to do what we're doing today. Actually, let me check. If I got a reply. I did not get a reply. But to be fair, it's still the middle of the day on the weekend in the UK. And we've got Moe stuff going on today. See, if anyone knows what Moe Live is, I've just spoiled what the collab is, but you know. Because there's only so many connections you can make between. I mean, I was gonna say British people, but all of fucking Moe Live are British, and the one that reads books. Funny enough, that's gonna be a fun thing. But yeah, I have the Danganronpa soundtrack just on because I thought that might be good for this, considering it's a book. I need to like recalibrate. I think recalibrate my
Yes, I think you do too.
VTuber.
Because you keep looking at me.
That's what I mean. I wanna look over at you, and it like not squint, but like
Oh.
because I keep looking over at you because I need to read the chat, so I have to like have my default face be like I need it to be like facing where I'm facing the microphone and facing the camera, but I also need to be able to look at chat and it not break, you know,
Yeah.
not break the model. Is the music level better now, Timothy? We're gonna do so much work, but yeah, we've got to get inline boosters for these mics, which those also cost money that we don't fucking have because our YouTube money has not tipped over yet because it's like a few dollars less, and I'm like waiting for the fucking ad revenue. I'm like, come on, ad revenue, like tick it over, and it's not doing it. You good? What are you saying about?
I don't remember now. I forgot.
I love you so much.
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, I do.
Thanks. I appreciate your love.
I show my love. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-boo-boo-boo-boom.
Okay, don't do that.
Du-du-du-du-du.
Don't do that.
Dun-dun-dun. Say! No?
Anyways.
I'm trying to think of other things. But yeah. So we've got to get your model done. That requires funds. We've got to get the inline boost. That requires funds. We basically got to slowly wait until donations and mainly the ad revenue takes us over to be able to actually get fucking paid. Because I hate how it has to, like, you could have $99 and the thing is like it hasn't gone over the threshold, so we're just gonna keep that for another month.
Apparently, you're too quiet.
Oh, that's a fucking change.
That is
isn't
a
it?
change, isn't it?
But it's funny because I can hear myself through the mic. But it's obviously because you're being boosted up in post. We are like very much playing with the levels. I think that's good there. According to the visuals.
The visuals.
The visuals.
I like visuals. I'm a very visual person.
Oh, I know you are. I know. We also should have new Twitch alerts that I've set up.
Do I know about these Twitch alerts?
No, you don't, because I had to do some things because of just... I've done a whole bunch of background shit. I am a very tired man.
Considering that you stayed up so
I have done
late.
so much work behind the scenes, and I still have more work to do.
Oh, man.
What was
That
that?
was me stretching.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, my God, no.
Can I get a hug?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is going on with us this morning? The
Lack of
weird-weird.
sleep, maybe?
With the weird-weird.
Yeah,
Uh-oh, the weird-weird.
Lack of sleep, even though I went to bed before you and actually didn't wake up for once.
I know, like you went.
Did not wake up in the middle of the night like I have
I
been.
know, and that was when we doing stuff. But yeah, we need the alarm booster so we can... The issue that we're having is that I'm clipping into your microphone sometimes, especially with the recordings. Because I'm not as focused on like the V2 and a lot of other stuff. I'm just focused on the game. And a whole bunch of other things. So we need to find a way. We need an inline booster so we can bring the volume up of us going into the mixer without moving the sensitivity of the mic up, because the sensitivity of the mic needs to be fine. Wait, what? Oh, for God's sake, no. God, we're going to do a Melodrome reaction as well? I didn't realize that episode had gone up. Like, actually, let me check. I did not even realize that had gone up. Oh, how I have tabs open looking at fucking Westlife. Oh shit, it went up like 6 hours ago. Damn. Do you want to read some of this book? And then we'll watch Murder Drones in a bit?
Sure.
If we get chat hyped enough for Murder Drones. I'm sure no one here in chat wants us to watch Murder Drones though, right? No one wants to watch us do that. But yeah, if there's a way of anyone testing our Twitch alerts for us, I don't know, get someone else to follow or one of the things that sets off alerts, I think it's mainly followers, because we don't have subscribers or bits or anything right now. I think followers, donations at the time. Get us another follower, guys. You good?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what plushie have you got?
It's your little fox
Timothy
pumpkin.
saying, wait, and I'm like, oh no.
It's your little fox pumpkin.
Little fox pumpkin that we got from the Walmart. Bum ba bum ba bum.
Apparently, I have a theme on getting fall/Halloween stuff this year.
Mhm.
Because the other pumpkin that I got is
Yeah,
a
you're a little
plush
pumpkin
pumpkin.
Timothy saying, wait, and I'm like, what are you about to do? That's ominous.
There's a second account to follow.
There's a new, yeah.
I remember the days of being on Twitch before and people having so many alternate accounts
Oh, yeah,
to follow.
Oh my god, this song, this dance song, it... New emote.
New emote?
I don't know.
Do we have a new emote?
I don't know how we can get emotes. New alerts. no, eventually we're gonna have to meet emote. There you go.
Oh, look.
There we go.
That's awesome.
I
Okay.
know.
And
That was
did you
nice.
have it to where it would specifically go in the center of it? Just like
Yeah.
that? Oh, that's awesome.
There
Okay.
you go.
Nice.
Thank you. It's nice to see that worked. Yeah. Because I can replay things here, but that worked. I'm happy that that worked. I'm just like grooving to this song. This song is like the worst. It gets me like just vibing. What? I am a slime. I can jiggle.
I made my hair move. Kind of.
We can get you a more jiggly avatar.
A more jiggly avatar, like a specifically in one certain region.
In one side.
where it really counts.
You get the tummy and the thighs and all the physics on all the things. Anyway, I guess we should start doing a little bit of reading, shouldn't
Yeah.
we? So, let me restart the playlist. On the iTunes, I swear this. Because I do think this is a prequel. Only one day to a 9-month member. Damn. That's weird thinking about it.
The baby's almost due.
He's gonna have a baby. With us? Question mark? That's confusing. This will be so fun. Anyway, let's start the thing. So this is... I can't really put any visuals up because it's just us reading. I don't know if we... Yeah, I guess we will record some of this. Because I can put up the highlights of this eventually of us reading.
Hello.
Welcome to Newbie Weds. Welcome to a recording of a live stream that you could have seen live on Twitch.tv. We are here, and we are going to be sat here. I'm going to do a little bit of story, and we're going to be reading Danganronpa Zero. the novel.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa Zero. We're reading. I say watching. Yes, we're watching text on the screen. No, we are reading the 1.5 release of the adaptation. So there's a lovely little editor preface and acknowledgements. Do you want me to read this?
No.
No, you don't want me to read the preface? You just want us to do the story?
Yeah, go straight to the story.
I will just briefly go over here that this version of the story is using like translations that the English games have already done. So instead of super high school level, they are using the term ultimate. And Mono Bear is Mono Kuma, because Kuma means bear. It's so weird that the Japanese version is Mono Bear. The Japanese version of the franchise uses the English word for bear. And the English version of the franchise...
See it?
See what?
How much my mic is picking you up now, for some reason.
As soon as I start actually vocalizing.
I think I see the reason why.
Why?
Whenever you look towards me is whenever it really picks me up.
Okay,
Or you
so-
up.
So I need to not be turning towards
Stop
you.
looking at me.
I need to be quiet every time I look at you, basically, is what you're saying, and project my voice inward to the microphone.
Yes.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Anyway, I like how I was doing a whole intro and shit, man. God, you threw it off. Yeah, so the fucking Japanese game uses the English word, and the English version uses the Japanese word for bear. And also, like, the names have been switched for English readers. How to get, yeah, okay, so they are pretty much trying to adapt to the book the same way the games got adapted, and trying to emulate that, so that makes sense. So Volume 1. I'll let you start. Volume 1, Chapter 1. So I guess this novel was released as a novel series, right? So do you want to start reading, or do you want me to start reading?
I can try to start.
Or, okay,
Gosh, if I can see that.
you can read Chapter 1.
Junko Enoshima despaired. Off the story again? No, not that one. Anything and everything ended up just the way she wanted. Everything turned out just as she had hoped. And
Now my
so
mic's picking
she
you up.
because I'm having to turn that way. Can you? There we go. Yeah.
better?
Okay.
Just for this.
I'm still having to like do a side glance to see. Move my mic a bit, maybe. See if that works any. Okay. So is that supposed to be Junko's line? The huh?
I guess. Will you just
I
read the
guess.
book?
Sorry.
God!
Huh?
You're trying to like read a book, and you're like, "Do I read the book?" Yeah.
Huh? Is it really that easy? Magma-like heat boiled up from the pit of her stomach, gradually swelled inside her body, and exploded as it reached her chest. It spread from her heart and flowed through every muscle in her body. The sound of splashing water came from the muddy pool she stood in as droplets danced through the air. Upon closer examination, one could notice the water was red. As soon as her body stopped moving, the red droplets of water came raining down, making grotesque patterns on her clothes and skin. Her clothing dyed with blood, her hair dyed red with blood, her face dyed red with blood. Nevertheless, none of this caught her attention. Instead, she started stomping her foot impatiently. It was a magnificent stomp. She put every bit of strength, body, and soul she had into it, her entire existence. And then after stomping for a while, Junko Enoshima let out an annoyed yell as fierce as the roar of a demonic, rampaging beast. "It's not enough!" Her scream echoed through her surroundings, the noise exploding out as if it were a rock shattering into pieces. But she wasn't done. She continued to scream. More, I need even better despair-inducing despair!" She continued, stomping her foot intently. Despair-inducing despair. That was what she was after. She wanted not only for the world to despair, but for herself to be taken by despair as well. More despair-inducing despair. She stopped mid-thought. Something clicked inside her head, and she stopped moving. Her face froze in a surprised expression, and she stood petrified as if every muscle in her crimson, painted body stopped working. Oh, there's artwork of it.
Oh yeah, I believe these are.
Oh, that's a fucking good piece of artwork, too.
Oh yeah.
Can we not show that? Anyway.
Let me see if I can pull it up. I guess I need to make a new capture.
Look at that.
That's a lovely piece of artwork, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Man,
It
I
is.
sure love art. Anyway. I will put that behind us.
Never read Zero, so for me, all new. Oh, wow. Okay. It's new for us, too.
It's brand new.
All right.
Well,
My toxic wife. Then she let out a weak whisper. Oh, I see. I don't know what the fuck that voice
that
was.
sounds more like
Whatever.
Sonya than anything. Oh, I see. Oh, hello.
A series of gears and switches began moving deep inside her skull, sparking pitch black thoughts. A series of faces floated up inside her mind. They were faces she knew, of course, the faces of her classmates at Hope's Peak Academy. A tremble shook through her body and her lips curved into a smile. She smashed her foot to the earth once again as she cackled and shook.
Keep the mic so bad. The only now you're starting to be loud. I'm like, oh my god.
Sorry.
It has volume.
I do. Her frenzied stomping became like a dance. Joy and excitement radiated through her as she moved, and she found that she couldn't stop herself. Oh, it's so wonderful. So incredibly wonderful.
She started emoting.
And as the faces of the people destined to bring her so much wonderful despair kept floating inside her mind, her heart overflowed with a strange feeling that almost felt like love. And she danced to the rhythm of despair.
She was like, yeah, into it. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so magnificent, this despair! Laughing ecstatically, ultimate despair Junko Inashima continued dancing. She danced as if she were losing her mind. This was the beginning.
I love Fall Out
The
Boy.
beginning of a story that ends in despair. Oh, man.
You want me to read chapter 2? That was a very
Sure.
short chapter.
Yeah, that was a short chapter.
I hope you're ready for this. Chapter 2, Hope's Peak Academy. An exclusive government-sanctioned school accepting only students with exceptional abilities. Its stated goal is to raise the future of the hope of the nation, and for that reason, it became known as the Academy of Hope, which really is self-explanatory considering it's called Hope's Peak Academy. It's the peak of hope. It's so peak, no cap. It's a source of envy, and it's common knowledge that no one can achieve great success in life by being a Hope's Peak graduate, as most of its alumni are now employed in high positions in every field of the professional world. That statement is not an exaggeration. There are two requirements to become a Hope's Peak student. First, one must be currently enrolled in a high school. Secondly, they must be the very best in their field of expertise. Hope's Peak doesn't allow any standard entrance exams, as the Academy insists that the things tested by these kinds of exams are meaningless for its purposes. Instead, students are scouted by the Academy staff, who serve as both educators and researchers of extraordinary human beings. I say that human beings have human ability. His dyslexia is great. Some say Hope's Peak Academy's faculty members are much like foster parents of talent, who have made it their life's mission to find and nurture talent in their children. But right now, every member of that extraordinary faculty, as well as the Academy itself, was facing an unprecedented, unparalleled crisis. Is it the worst, most tragic event in human history ever?
Of course it is.
Is it the tragedy? Is it the same thing that we've done all the time? Hope's Peak Academy faculty building is located in the school's East District, and is the only building on campus the students are forbidden to enter. The corridors of that building, usually bustling with teachers and students, were now empty and engulfed in an unnatural silence. The laboratories, the private rooms, and luxurious personal offices had all been abandoned. Very man and woman.
Sigma, hello.
Thank you very much. Chat. Every man and woman who need to occupy these locations was currently gathered in a single place. Meeting room 13. Hope's Peak Academies. The largest meeting room is located on the top floor of the faculty building and has a maximum capacity of over 300. Nevertheless, with every single faculty member attending, it was fully packed. Not a single empty seat remained among the long tables lining the room. For such a huge crowd, however, the room was strangely quiet. Only a single person's voice could be heard. The voice of Hope's Peak Academy's headmaster, Jin Kirigi. Oh! Yoko's dad!
I keep muting the mic because I'm noticing that how much you're bleeding over into my mic whenever you're speaking. So there's that.
Well, it's because, again, it's amplified. What we need to do is get them physical amplifiers. But
Yeah.
we have the spec hand. But your model comes first.
Okie dokie.
And then we'll work on audio. Which, again... we'll work on all things. Unless we just get the boosters with our actual command. We'll do that later. He faced the assembled faculty members from his position at the foremost table and read from a printout he held in his hand. Without even a glimpse of emotion, he spoke in an unaffected tone of voice. The words printed on the paper came out of his mouth as they were nothing more than an automation reading the script. As far as Kirigiri was concerned, that was his most important duty. He was to communicate the decision to all of the faculty members. No matter how little sense it seemed to make. He had no doubt or hesitation. If he had time for that, he would have been attending to a number of other things. Are you telling us to cover it up? A voice suddenly echoed through the meeting room. Kirigiri raised his head and saw 300 people staring at him intently, waiting for a response. It wasn't a piercing stare, not one of judgment. It was more uncomfortable than that. 300 people staring at him in discomfort, as they were one entity. And Kirigiri felt every hair on his body stand on end. He turned his head to the 4 people seated to his right, trying to escape the gaze. They were stationed at the same foremost table that he was. Their faces creased with wrinkles, their eyes were closed, making those wrinkly faces even wrinklier. In Kirigiri's position, it almost looked like the 4 faces before him were one huge, giant wrinkle. What? Sure. The expressions of the 4 members of Host Week Academy's steering committee seemed to say they had already given up. An unintentional, bitter smile appeared on Kirigiri's face. So that's how it's going to be. Oh well. It's as if I expected anything else. With those feelings festering inside his heart, Kirigiri turned back towards the crowd, stared, and set the paper aside. From this point onward, he was going to use his own words. Let me make this perfectly clear, he emphasized. We reached this decision after putting a lot of thought into the matter at the steering meeting that took place earlier today. He felt the temperature in the room grow tepid, perhaps from every faculty member's body having grown stiff in attention. Excuse you? What? What? It had done
He
what?
grew stiff.
What? No.
He was stiff. He had a stiffy. Pitched a tent. A little bit of morning wood, if you will.
I don't know what you mean. I don't get what I'm a slime.
Exactly, you are a slime. You can take any shape you want. Any shape.
I love it how this is important lore. I love it how shit like that ends up being the most important lore to our VTuber careers. Spoilers. I definitely have an art of that drawn.
Oh my god!
That's an actual. That's a part of the lore. I need to have it done. I need to have it. I'm sure our artist is not going to mind. Anyway, shall we keep reading?
Yeah.
We'll stop speaking about stiffies. No, it's not the backcock. Jesus Christ, Timothy. You know you can unmute when you're laughing because your laugh is really nice, and your VTuber's just like getting their head thrown back laughing.
Backcock.
Back.
No, backcock. All right, keep reading. Go on.
Thanks, honey. Kirigiri sipped from the glass of water in his hand and continued. We understand, of course, how extremely irregular this decision is. The wrinkled faces that were as part of the we he had mentioned as himself did not move an inch. It was as if they knew from the very beginning he was going to take the situation into his own hands. But make no mistake, we are not covering up this tragedy up to escape responsibility. If I could end it all and now simply by taking responsibility, I would do so in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, this particular incident cannot be dealt with that easily. It wouldn't even matter if each and every one of us accepted responsibility. We're dealing with a problem that exists on an entirely different level. Kirigiri stopped for a moment, then finished his glass of water in a single gulp, trying to remain calm. Don't get me wrong. I don't think we're completely blameless here. If we were, that parade out there wouldn't be happening right now. Kirigiri gestured towards the curtained window. Several people turned to look at it, a severe expression on their face. The parade has been growing larger and larger lately. The people in it hate us, and I don't think they were wrong for doing so. Kirigiri paused and moved his gaze across the room, looking at each of the faculty members' faces, as if they were about to say it was personally directed to every one of them individually. That said, I refuse to believe Host Peak Academy's thesis. The talent itself is humanity's first and foremost hope. Is wrong. No, it's wrong! He said the line!
No, you're wrong.
No, you're right. Just like the fucking action lines come behind him at the same time. No, it's wrong. We're like, Headmaster, are you okay? You must realize that if information is about the incident leaves the walls of the school, we are likely to lose it all. As far as I'm concerned, that would be an enormous loss for humankind. Every one of our stressful our successful graduates I've spoken to feels the same way. At the mention of the Hope's Peak alumni, the crowd stirred a little. And that is why the members of Hope's Peak Academy's steering committee and myself have come to the conclusion that this incident should not be made public. Kirigiri let his gaze wander to the old men once more, but they remained still. Their expressionless silence made it seem as though none of this concerned them. As I said before, I know more than anyone how irregular this decision is.
Wait, when Noel emote?
We need to work on that at some point.
That
We're
would
working
be
on a
funny.
different emote. We only have so many emote slots.
Yeah, how many slots do we have? For
Like 4, I think. I need it's more stuff that I need to look into.
that would be
And then
funny
we-
though.
And then we need to look into getting them on Twitch. So we need to get affiliate on Twitch. So
Yeah.
we need to aim for getting them 50 followers. So we need to tell your friends, tell your family. Log on to everyone's PC at your workplace
Tell your loved ones.
and make them follow.
Go follow Newbyweds, yeah?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Puddin'. How you doing?
I am very erect right now. Thank God I'm a slime. And it's not
Is it with
visible.
your back cock? You got a back cock? Nah, you got a slime cock. Is it slimy?
Oh my God. I may be doing a very serious reading about a very serious novel from a very serious franchise.
And I'm talking about slime cock.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Where the fuck was I? Oh, no.
Timothy, yeah, you do. Us.
We like the imaginary friends that he tells everyone about. Jesus, peek in the mic, honey.
I'm sorry.
We really need to get those boosters so we can actually like align this a bit better, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I'm not coming through yours now that you've turned it slightly. You know? That's better, isn't it? Anyway, where the fuck was I? It's wrong!
No, you're wrong.
Not be my part. Kirigiri let his gaze wander to the old men once more, but they remained still. Their emotionless silence made it seem as though none of this concerned them. As I said before, I know more than anyone how irregular this decision is. Thus, we have a duty, both as educators and as researchers, to protect talent. Should human ability such as the kind found in this institution become a target of public hostility, it would be an absolute catastrophe. Furthermore, there is one more thing I want you all to remember. The 300 faculty members waited in attention for Kirigiri's next words. Crimes committed may be terrible, but doesn't change the fact that this student carries a very special brand of hope we raised ourselves. The look in the faculty's eyes changed in an instant. Not one such as uttered a word. Everyone sat in complete silence. No one objected. No one could object. His words were now reminded that they reflected the opinions of everyone in the group. They were all acting both as educators and as scientists, researching human talent. And just like any other scientist becoming obsessed with their area of research, the staff of Hope Academy are obsessed with talent. Anyone who did not share that obsession did not belong at Hope Academy. And that is why they listened to Kirigiri's words and made their decision. For the idea they believed in, for the future they believed in, for the hope they believed in, they would do their best to conceal the tragedy of Hope Academy. Oops, they both drowned. This vomit on the sweat that already mom's spaghetti. What? That's how it
I
goes,
could go
right?
for some spaghetti right now, to be honest.
Do you want to switch to reading more?
Sure. I don't think you have to mute. Oh, you're muting yours because you're taking a drink. Okay. I was about to say, I don't think you have to mute yours. A yellow cat. A yellow cat? Why is there cats involved? A yellow cat peeked out from the thicket beside the pavement. Slowly, it stepped out of the swaying grass and into the road, waving its long tail as it turned its eyes expectantly towards me. But its expression soon tuned to alertness and then to fear. The cat, having seen me skipping merely down the road toward it, must have thought I was about to trample it, and so it escaped back into the bushes in panic. But I didn't care at all, sun shining down on me when, fluttering my skirt, I continued my joyful skip onward from down the road. I was in Hope's Peak Academy's East District near the courtyard, where many newly built facilities, as well as several still under construction, were lined up around me. As I made my way down the path between the buildings, my skips like stitchwork between them, I took no special notice of any dirty cats of the classmate or of the classmates I passed, who were studying and fraternizing all around me. Nor did I derive any happiness from the light touch of the sun after a long while indoors. Oh my God, that's a lot of words. No, I skipped down the road with nothing but my destination on my mind. And that I'm the kind of girl who'd go skipping around thoughtlessly. I had a very good reason. I'm going to meet the boy that I like more than anyone in the world. The reason may or may not have been a good one, but either way, no student in their right mind would go skipping down the road of such a prestigious school campus at Hope's Peak Academy. So it wasn't surprising the other students who happened to walk by looked at me oddly, but they really had nothing to do with me. Nothing in the world could stop my skipping. Not a crying girl or a lover's quarrel, or a student in a wheelchair that had time to come to a standstill. Interesting.
Is that Monica?
I don't know.
It's just like student in a wheelchair. I'm like, that bitch. That fucking
That
little
bitch
cripple.
Carol Baskin.
Bitch, Monica Tower. God damn it. Like, wheelchair has become a trigger word because of
I
the
know.
spare girls.
Not even an anemic student who had fallen down. One thought alone moved my body. I want to see the one I love, and I want to see him soon. I skipped down paths and up steps, not caring in the least how much my skirt flapped. As I made my way through the courtyard, continuing down the road, who is this supposed to be Junko?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Will you continue down the road?
Yeah, you want to scroll it? There we go. Huh? I suddenly came to a stop. Where is it that I'm going? I looked around in confusion and realized I didn't recognize any of the landmarks around me. My heart started thumping loudly. No, everything's fine. I calmed myself down and removed a notebook from the backpack I was carrying. On the last page of the notebook, the following sentence was written. I'll scroll it up. You're looking for the Neuroscience Institute on the 3rd floor of the Biology Building in Hope's Peak Academy East District. A cool wind of relief passed through my body. Yeah, that's right. The Biology Building. But where is the Biology Building now? My heart began thumping heavily once more. Everything's fine. No need to worry. I hurriedly flipped through the notebook of it as if acting on instinct, and my eyes stopped on a page with a crude drawing of a map. Above it, the following was written. This is a diagram of Hope's Peak Academy's East District. Well done, me. Without thinking, I struck a victory pose. Yeah. Can
Really?
we?
Like, just a,
What?
like with the anime sparkles and shit, you know?
Can we make the words a little bit bigger? Yes. Okay.
Is that better?
Okay. Where was I?
Just struck a victory pose right there.
Struck a victory pose. Okay. I jumped onto the raised edge of the fountain that decorated the center of the courtyard, comparing the buildings around me with the ones on the map. Literature building, math building, physics building, arts, health, linguistics, faculty. As cold droplets from the fountain kept hitting my thighs, I looked desperately for my destination, the biology building, as if it were the first time visiting. I think that's it. My eyes stopped on a square building with a distinctive light green exterior whose appearance seemed to line up with what was drawn in the notebook. All right. I jumped down from the fountain's edge and started running. Some boys in the area looked at me in surprise. Maybe my skirt flew up for a second during my vigorous leap, but that really had nothing to do with me. How does that have nothing to do with you whenever you're the one that have... Huh?
I think, again, because this is translated, I think she's mean that I don't give a fuck, basically, if you're looking at me.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. I really don't care. I know, music is going hard.
The music suits this very well.
I know, right? I love how it has always slightly timed up well. You know what I mean with
Yeah.
what's happening. Anyway.
In any case, even if I don't remember the place, I found my destination. My ferocious dash led me inside the biology building, where I soon discovered a flight of stairs in the back of the lobby. I didn't lose momentum for every second as I ran all the way up to the 3rd floor. When I reached it, I ran down the corridor, checking the plates next to the doors that lined its halls. Finally, at the very end, I found the sign that read, Neuroscience Institute. I hastily stopped in my tracks. After a quick deep breath, I checked my hair and my smile in a compact mirror. Yep, cute as always. Flashing that same wonderful smile and shouting, Good morning.
Good what? No! Trigger word! Trigger word! Good morning! And I'm like, no!
In my brightest
What's that
voice.
thing where it came back where it came from? Also help me. This franchise has like crippled me.
I opened the lab's door, and that's when it happened. Something flew just past my ear, slicing the air with a whoosh. Eek! Eek. I turned my head in a panic and saw a small blade embedded in the wall behind me, still vibrating from the impact. I jumped back, letting out a yelp. Huh?
Is it Toko?
Is which one, Toko? Oh, the knife.
Because I see a sharp object. I'm like, is Toko throwing shit again?
I'm still trying to decide who the fuck this is I'm reading the lines of.
I mean, I think that's the point, is that we haven't learned who it is yet.
Well, why is there a knife flying through the air? A chiding voice answered back from inside the lab. Don't shout!
Is that you reading what the characters do?
Yeah. The moment I heard that voice, my heart started beating faster as it loudly thumped in my chest. I turned toward the interior of the lab where a boy was lounging on a bed in the center of the room. A bed? In the center of the room? Isn't this a
It's
classroom?
medical, isn't it? So imagine it's like a medical bed?
Well, yeah, I
I mean,
guess.
it's like beds in hospitals, honey.
Oh, there's a hair on my eyeball.
Honey, forget about your eyes. We need to read.
You're late. That's unseemly for someone as ugly as you. A dirty white shirt was sloppily thrown over his body. He was lying face up, his gaze focused on the thick volume of manga held above his head. He didn't so much as look at me as he spoke. You're also too loud for someone as ugly as you, and come to think of it, acting so scared of a little scalpel is weird too. Well, wait a second, I interrupted him hurriedly. I could report you for discrimination if you keep calling me ugly, you know?
We discriminate against ugly people. It's like, ugly people aren't a race, guys.
Who are you going to report me to? The National Japanese Association of Ugly People? That kind of group would be guilty of discrimination just by existing. The boy who kept calling me ugly while keeping his face buried in his manga was the person in charge of this lab. The doctor. In charge of my treatment, my childhood friend, the boy I like most in the world.
Lady, you have issues. So I love him so much, and he's like, hey, oh my god, it's the fucking Toko of Miyakuya.
Do we want to show that image? Do you want to show that one up?
Yeah, let me,
Oh, I have this sudden urge to need to take a piss.
That's lovely, lovely.
Yes.
So that's him, the guy, I assume, doesn't look familiar, and she does not look familiar.
No, neither one of them look familiar to me.
She's got red hair and red eyes. You know?
Yeah.
I don't have a type, but like, when the fuck is this character showing up in
Don't
the
be
game?
showing those toes for free. Jeez.
For free! Damn! Orthopedia. Anyway.
He's the ultimate neurologist, Yasuke Matsuda, I think. I think? Did she say something about how she really likes him?
Yeah. I think that's his name. Anyway, he's
I'm
really
confused.
attractive.
Okay, well, anyways. Oh, I see. You're a member of that association, aren't you? Is that why you're so angry? I'm not. I'm not even ugly. On second thought, you're right. You aren't ugly. My chest swelled in pride and I flashed a winning smile. Yep, that's right. I even checked in my mirror just now and you're super ugly.
Fucking got him! Walked right into that.
Super
didn't you?
ugly. My shock was considerable, but it didn't take me long to recover just enough. What, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just hearing the door. The streaming door, please. Yeah.
I think I hear the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Maybe. Well, look, let me go pee anyway.
Okay, you want me to keep reading?
I'm gonna go pee. Yeah, you take over for me.
Let me just turn the off or my shock was considerable. But it didn't take me long. It took me just enough to come up with a shock response. Learn simply made things up. Super well. This is exactly how she sounds, by the way. girl voice.
Matsuda continued to ignore the fuss I was making. His eyes never leave his manga. I think no one thinks all of this is subjective. And I'm going to make my own judgment, he said, with my voice. As if the matter I had didn't concern him at all.
Really? Too quiet. I think it's because I'm doing a higher pitch. So, like, because, yeah, it's lower if I'm doing a higher pitch. Oh, that's weird. I guess I really do get boosters. So tell me, why do you think I'm ugly? I'll get fixed with surgery. I cried in desperation. Is it my eyes? My nose? Maybe my mouth? How about my voice? My voice! My lovely, lovely girl voice! Your heart mostly.
I can fix my heart with surgery.
Is that so? For you, honestly, you'll be unhealthy. Both your face and your brain aren't any good. I think you can have some success if you use your ugliness for sympathy, though. You'll stand in front of a train station. I'm trying to do multiple things at once, darling. Sarah, beg for change or something. I'm sure you'll make lots of money. I'll let you take back over. This is a female character.
Music's too loud. Can you, I was about to say, it can be quieter from OBS, can it?
I think I can do it. See if you can let us know if it's quiet, quieter, if it's good enough.
You let me take over?
Yeah, I'll let you.
Where did you stop?
There, I dropped my shoulders.
I dropped my shoulders, crestfallen. My hands fell to my sides, and my body drooped limply. The verbal beating I'd received was just too harsh. By the way, who are you? I raised my head in surprise at his unexpected question. I've only heard your voice up to now, so I don't know who you are yet. Are you saying you were talking to me this entire time and you didn't know who I was? It's your fault. You never told me who you were. That's pretty rude. I didn't, but you recognize my face, right? See, it's me. I don't have time to look at you, said Matsuda, still absorbed in his manga. I just got to the good part. Don't have time. It's just manga.
How all these fucking characters in this game, they're like, it's just manga, and I'm like, you motherfucker.
And if you're going to ask, what's more important, me or the manga? I'll still be listening to you, but as far as looking goes, I'll take the manga, same as always.
His wife is all 2D.
Same. I see if the answer is the same as always. That means manga was always more important to you than me. That's cruel. I didn't want to know that. That's fine. That's a fine observation. I can't talk. That's a fine observation, but please just answer the question. Oh, okay. Pressured, I took the notebook out of my backpack once more and read its front cover. Wait, what? Wait.
What?
This person doesn't remember their own name?
Yeah, it's something called memory loss, amnesia. That's a thing. You're a nurse. You should know medical things.
Okay. Anyways. Ryoko Otonashi's memory notebook. As soon as I saw the words, I remembered my own name. It seems my name is Ryoko Otonashi. Maybe? I know only one person stupid enough to not be sure of her own name. Matsuda let out a big sigh. Huh? So you weren't someone suspicious after all. Are you trying to say you threw that scalpel earlier because you mistook me for someone suspicious? Is that it? That's right. I'm not the kind of guy who throws sharp objects at acquaintances after all. Liar! I pointed my finger at Matsuda. I mean, before even checking to see who I was, you told me...
No, you're wrong. Every time. No, you're wrong. So I was pointing across the room.
You told me I was late and that I was too loud for an ugly person. That's proof you knew who I was. Whump. Matsuda loudly snapped his manga shut. Leveraging the bed's cushion to bounce onto his feet, he walked briskly towards me until there was almost no distance between us. What's wrong? As he stared straight into my eyes, my body flushed with heat. Did you remember that? Huh? Matsuda gripped my shoulders firmly with both hands and his face drew close to mine. Do you remember me calling you ugly when you got here? He asked in a slow, firm tone. Having Matsuda pressed so close to me with such a serious expression on his face made my heartbeat increase tenfold. I think so? I guess my condition's a little better today. Okay, so she just literally has amnesia.
I'm going to assume so, the way they're speaking about it.
Yeah, I guess so.
That would make sense.
Just as I could feel my face turn pink, he released his hold on me and turned to face elsewhere. Then, still looking away, he whispered as if talking to himself. Is your condition really better, or is it getting worse? Huh? What do you mean? It's nothing. Masuda shook his head and began spooking.
And I know we're putting up Halloween decorations, but like, oh, he's spooking, guys.
Speaking of Halloween decorations,
Oh, he's
the determination.
spooking. I'm about to fucking spook.
The determination that my child had getting almost all of the Halloween decorations out of that building. She came back in just like breathing so heavily because she carried all those boxes by herself.
Well, yeah, because normally she asks me to do it.
Oh, yeah.
She
She didn't even ask Talia. Not well. She did say
Well,
something.
that's what she never normally does. She normally just comes to me to do it. But
Anywho,
she knows I can't, so.
Where was I? It's nothing. Masuda shook his head and began speaking in a commanding tone. Right, go lay on the bed. We have to begin today's treatment. Oh, please.
Jesus.
Somebody
oh,
telling me
what's
to go lay
happening
down on
with
the bed.
this?
Are you going to tell me to go lay on the bed
Ooh.
later?
Jesus, lady.
What?
You stop thinking about slime and bat penises for 5 minutes. Jesus. I love how that's just become the theme of this stream is slime and bat penises.
Na, 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 na. Bed penis!
Oh my god.
All right, anyways. With my mind still reverberating with the beats of my heart, I removed my backpack and set it aside. Then I lay down on the bed occupied by Matsuda until just a few minutes ago, as I let my body sink into the softness, my nose was filled with the scent of the sheets. Matsuda's sheets. It tickled my nostrils as the remains of his warmth engulfed my body, and I felt just as happy as if he were lying next to me, hugging me softly. I laughed an instinctive giddy laugh. Is something funny? Matsuda grimaced and gave me a hard look.
Christ, that music sting is something funny. Dun, 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 dun. It's like just suddenly gets really fucking aggressive. Why are you laughing at me?
Oh, God. I realize that's the way dumb beetles laugh, but
That sounds like the vacuum.
oh. See, with my headphones on, I can't hear
I
it.
know. You just hit the door creak.
Yeah, I just saw
Yeah,
the
that's
door
what-
move and
that's
it
what
freaked me
happened
the
to me
fuck
earlier.
out.
I was like, awake.
What the fuck is that?
Should be awake just actually. He does sometimes look around this capsule.
Yeah, he does.
Let's see what happens.
Where was I? Dumb beetles laugh, but even though you are one, it's just too gross. Can't you at least try to laugh normally? Tried to do that!
It's the Steven Universe laugh. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've forgotten. I'm sorry.
We'll watch Steven Universe
Oh my
laugh.
god, this chick is me.
What?
Forgetting like a fucking goldfish and forgetting stuff.
It also has
Alright.
like 5 different laughs.
Oh my god. What's normal about that? If anything that's even more gross. Annoyed, Matsuda rolled a cart noisily from the corner of the room, sitting atop. It were several complicated, important-looking machines. He pulled the cart up to the bedside and with a brief, "Let's begin," started operating one of the machines with a tense expression on his face. I found myself staring at him as he worked. Silky, soft hair with long almond eyes peeking through it, long, feminine eyelashes, a pointed jaw, thin lips, slender and pale fingers. "Stop looking at me, super ugly, it's creepy." And a sharp tongue. That's right. That's my Matsuda. I rolled to my side and began to write something in my notebook. You don't have to write everything down, dumb beetle. But if I don't write it down, I'd forget it all.
It is you. That's
It really is. It really is.
I will forget.
Matsuda let out an exaggerated sigh. Honestly, your brain's like a bottomless pit. Bottomless pit. It wasn't another one of his cruel jokes. It was true. I forget everything I see and hear after a very short time, no matter how awful it may be. I don't know the reason. If I ever knew, I've forgotten.
Aggressive.
Yeah. But whatever the reason may be, my forgetfulness is not normal. Of that I'm certain. But it's not like I'm forgetting things because I want to. There's a sickness in my brain, right? I can't help it. So be nice to me. No, I don't think we call it just a sickness and be done with it. Matsuda shook his head slightly. The human memory is a very complicated thing, and there's a lot we don't know about it. It's almost like a black box. Your situation isn't just a simple sickness that can be dealt with like any other. As he explained, he stuck suction pads all over my head and face, the cords from which were attached to the machines on the trolley. There's a part of the human brain that we call the episodic memory. It stores your personal experiences, what you see and hear. The area of the brain responsible for it is called the hippocampus.
You should know these medical terms, honey. You're a nurse.
Yeah. Hippocampus? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You want me to read?
I want you to read the damn lines.
If something goes wrong there, the brain experiences difficulties in creating and storing new episodes. There's a famous old example about a patient who had the hippocampus removed in surgery and lost all ability to form new memories. Since then, there's been a lot of research about the exact role of the hippocampus in relation to memory. That said, even if your hippocampus is malfunctioning, you'd still retain your procedural memory. Memory of how to do tasks, like riding a bicycle or using tools. You won't remember the episodes related to those tasks. Though, for example, you might remember how to ride a bicycle, but you won't remember how you learned to ride the bicycle. That's it in a nutshell. I see. So that's why even though I'm super forgetful, I still know how to read and write in my notebook. I held the notebook in question with both my hands and nodded thoughtfully. Wait, did they take out her hippocampus?
I don't know. Did she lose her frontal lobe? Is she a bite victim from the FNAF universe?
Oh my god.
She lost the frontal lobe? Is that the bite of 87?
Ryoko Ota. There we go. Otonashi's memory notebook. The notebook was memory itself for me, the one thing I knew I could trust above all else. As long as I had it, I could more or less live a regular life like regular people. That said, it seemed that this school was a little behind in accommodating students like me, and I still faced many difficulties on that front. For example, during exams, I couldn't review my notes, which is something that caused my grades to plummet and got me suspended. What? I've been suspended from the school? I yelled, looking up from the notebook. Just because my grades are bad? That's not fair. You...
Imagine having your memory be lost and you're like reading these notes and then like every day you're like, oh, what the fuck? I got kicked out of school?
Oh, no.
Bullshit, you find that out every day. Like every day you relearn.
It's
terrible
like that.
shit.
What was
Oh.
that movie? There was a movie that had... Who was
I
it
don't
that
know.
played it?
I love that movie, you know? The movie. What
It was-
movie?
I think Adam Sandler was in it, and
Do you know how many fucking Adam Sandler movies are
Reese
there are?
Witherspoon. I don't remember who the female character was, but it's like she forgets stuff, so he has to remind her every single day. They're like married and shit or something, and he has to remind her every single day who she is and everything.
That's a fucking biopic of our life, honey.
I'm not that bad.
You forget how to breathe. Honestly.
Wow, thanks. Where the fuck was I?
Oh no, this book is clearly about
Memory
neurodivergent
lane.
stuff.
Okay, the notebook was memory itself for me, the one thing I knew I could trust all else. As long as I had it, I could more or less live a regular life like regular people. That said, it seemed like this school was a little behind in accommodating students like me. I already read that, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Been from school, you should be glad you haven't kicked out altogether. I had to negotiate with the school to keep that from happening. Huh? You stood up for me? My heart skipped a beat. I'm so happy! You really are fond of me, aren't you? Matsuda scoffed. I couldn't risk losing precious research.
Okay, another case in this franchise of the teachers are really fucking dicks.
Yeah.
And like, I completely understand why the villains in this franchise did what they did. Because the teachers are all assholes. Like, every
Nuts!
teacher in this
Hello!
No, wait, you
Hello.
guys are live. Yes, there is. We're live right now.
We are?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Well, I like how you're like, what, did you forget too? I knew you forget things. Like this character in this novella, but still.
Who the fuck is Noel?
No, novella. It's like, novella? No, wait, it's all coming together. God damn it. Hey, nuts.
Even so, Matsuda took the time to do something so kind for me. Slow down, man. You're my book scroller. Scroll. Was you gonna try to talk? You got your mic on mute.
No, I was concentrating.
Oh.
I tried not to drop my phone.
Don't do that! Your case seems to involve a failure in the retrieval of long-term memory. It's possible something went wrong with the synapses connecting the neurons somewhere in your brain. But I need more time to investigate the problem more thoroughly before I can really say for sure. I didn't understand most of what you said, but at least I haven't been expelled. If I get expelled now, where would I even go? I don't have anywhere outside of this school. I've forgotten everything else. I don't even remember my family or any old friends I may or may not have. And if I got expelled, I'll also end up away from you, Matsuda.
It's very weird because she seems to remember Matsuda. Right? Like
Well,
from base level, like
yeah.
she already has memories, like she's going there to meet him, like, so clearly she can remember him.
Yeah,
So why not other friends and family?
yeah.
Sorry, one more second. Also, what can I
Being separated from Matsuda was the thing I feared most. My body shivered a little just saying the words aloud. Don't worry about something so stupid. Matsuda turned to face me and spoke bluntly. You're a valuable research subject, and I don't plan to lose you. At least not at the moment. But you might change your mind later. I'm happy, I suppose, but I have to remember not to be too much of a burden from now on. Don't complain. You should be honored that you're participating in such important research, Matsuda. Can you scroll that up? Because I'm on this paragraph. And then continued his explanation. In order to understand why memory loss occurs, we need to understand the core elements of our brain's memory storage apparatus on a molecular level. Once we understand that, it opens the doors of a wide array of possibilities, like improving the quality and longevity of human memory or developing medicine to prevent memory loss. In the future, we might even be able to treat memories like we do data on a hard drive, creating devices to back them up or destroy select parts of them freely. Actually, there's already research going on for that abroad. By suppressing the enzyme kinase M-zeta, they were able to erase the long-term memory of lab rats. I see. In fact, I didn't see it all, but for the time being, I had to be agreeable. In any case, I'm just super happy that I can be of help to my beloved Matsuda. Your brain is empty, and so are the words it produces. You really are an empty girl.
Your head's empty. No thoughts.
No
No
thoughts.
thoughts. Head empty.
No thoughts. Just, I don't know.
You're like, is she a bimbo? Is that all we're getting out here? Or,
No,
like what?
it's a little more than that. But that's just how Matsuda is. He always insists I should take care of myself, even if I oppose him. He may be cold to me, and he may be blunt, but he does treat me with fake sympathy. It's depressing when people do, so I'm grateful for his attitude. I may be empty, but I'm still super happy. I raised my voice, refusing to be discouraged, but Matsuda's reply was almost a whisper. Well, I can't deny you're helping me out here. One doesn't get his hands on such a rare case very often. Did you say rare? I like the sound of that. It makes me sound special. I felt as though I was being praised. So, what's rare about me? Tell me. Hey, tell me. Stop acting like a child, Matsuda spat as he sighed once again. I don't want to tell you. You just get annoyingly excited. What's so wrong with that? Tell me. My insistence finally paid off. You don't often see someone possessing such a remarkable brain-intensive talent as you do affected by memory loss. That's why you're such a rare case. Talent? Brain-intensive. Nothing came to mind. It's fine if you don't remember it. It was really irritating when you used that talent of yours. To be honest, I'd prefer if you never tried to use it on me. You got that, dung beetle? I didn't quite get what he meant, but his dung beetle comment stung my heart a little bit, so I just decided to nod in agreement. At least I could understand that he was insulting me. Well, I don't really care as long as I get to spend these intimate moments with you, Matsuda. I should be thankful that there's sickness in my brain. I told you it's not really a sickness. Matsuda stuck even more suction cups on my head, as if he were trying to hide my grinning face. Nevertheless, it's admirable that you take this so easily. Your condition is no laughing matter. Shouldn't you be at least a little worried? Huh? What is there to be worried about? Well, you know, said Matsuda in amazement. You don't seem to be concerned at all about whether these symptoms are ever going to go away. or whether you'll always be like this. Huh? His words surprised me. It wasn't like Matsuda at all, asking a question like that in such a serious voice. I'm not worried at all. I laughed, trying to lighten the mood. I mean, the only me I can remember is the me that's lying here on this bed in this exact moment. I can't remember anything from before I lost my memory. So it's not like I have anything to compare it to. That's why I don't see any of my forgetfulness as a disadvantage. It's just a part of who I am. You don't see it as a disadvantage, but aren't you even worried about how this memory loss started or when it's going to end? Not at all. In fact, I'm much more worried that if I suddenly get cured, I wouldn't get to see you anymore, Matsuda. The room suddenly grew silent. After it continued for a while, Matsuda broke it with a quiet sigh. You should worry, he muttered, his voice suddenly dark. What if you'll always be like this? I looked up. The face peeking through his pitch black hair was stiff, lost in thought. Matsuda? As soon as I called him, he straightened up and turned back to me. No, it's nothing. He shook his head as if trying to smooth things over in his mind. Then he returned the machine, waving his hand as though it were nothing worth fussing over. It's true that nothing good can come out of being too pessimistic over your symptoms. That's one case where your natural cheerfulness is actually helpful. Yep, my thinking very flexible after all. Your head is flexible, that's for sure. You can't even remember your friends or family before you lost your memory, and yet you're even slightly disconcerted. Like I said, I don't mind forgetting these things as long as I'm with you. It's just like I never had them at all. Since I've forgotten about anyone else, they really have nothing to do with me anymore. These words again. Matsuda closed his eyes for what felt like an awfully long time. If you keep saying things have nothing to do with you, you're going to end up with nothing left inside. I'll be fine. I always have you, Matsuda, I answered cheerfully. You're the only person I can remember, so as long as you're here, I'll never be alone. You probably linked me with the process of coming here to receive this treatment in your procedural memory. That's why you can remember me. No, that's not it at all. Yeah, I know, said Matsuda, trying to calm me down before I became too flustered.
So that is a reason then. Right? Like what I was saying before, there's a reason that she can remember him.
She's got a big crush on him or something.
I
Or maybe
guess.
they're a
I
thing.
don't know. He's
I
a
don't know.
teacher though, so
Well, that hadn't stopped nobody before.
that hasn't stopped Japan. Nothing's gonna stop Japan when it comes to adults doing unsavory things with underage people, even though it is technically legal in most places in Japan. But still, anyway.
Anywhoozes.
Japan.
He continued attaching suction cups to my face, stopping from time to time to scratch his chest, which I could catch a glimpse of through the gap in his dirty white shirt. Did he really know what I meant? He probably just said that to shut me up. I don't think he even believed me when I said I remembered him, but it's true. I don't remember him in the usual sense of the word, remember that is, but I didn't lie when I said I do. I remember Matsuda. I forget him and yet I remember. I'm not talking about our conversation or what we did together for those kind of memories. I have to rely on my notebook. No, what I remember is something much more special and important. It's not memories, but feelings. Not using my head, not using my heart. What I remember about Matsuda.
But using my heart. That's very different context.
But, not using my head, but using my heart.
There you go.
What I remember about Matsuda is pure emotion. Every time I see him, I feel the beat in my heart before my head even realizes what's going on. That beat tells me one very important thing. For me, his very existence is precious, one of a kind, implacable. Irreplaceable. Why did I say implacable? What?
Implacable. What the fuck?
Irreplaceable.
Did you just invent a new word?
Implacable.
Yeah, implacable.
Implacable.
What the
I can't pluck him out of my heart. He's
Really?
implacable.
No one can pluck this thing.
Oh my
It's so unpluckable.
That's why no matter how forgetful I become, I will never forget him. There's a connection deeper than memories between the two of us. For me, Matsuda is special. He's extraordinary. He's a miracle. And shut up already, will you? Wait. Oh, yeah. What? I came back to my senses confused. You heard me? I almost leapt out of the bed, but Matsuda pinned my head back down.
Are you telling me that she's narrating this in real time?
I don't know.
Through the real life. Anyway, so he started doing this. He's like, why the fuck are you narrating everything that we're doing out loud? This is weird.
If you have to, if You move too much, you're going to be to disconnect the cords. What a waste of human life. He said cruelly, as if I'd been trying to disconnect his cords on purpose. But I never said a word. Were you talking about how loud my heartbeat is? I can't help that. If it stopped beating, I'd die. I wasn't talking about you. I was referring to the noise outside. Huh? Outside? Matsuda turned up his chin and pointed to the window as I listened intently. I could hear an unusual archery of noises coming from outside. Jeers, roars, howling voices, reports, accusatory voices, reactionary voices full of anger. All of them combined to make a sound almost as though the earth was trembling. It was an assembly of harsh, hate-filled voices. What is that? It's the parade. They're getting louder every day now. A parade? You don't mean that parade, do you? Liar, you don't remember it at all. Matsuda flicked my forehead and continued explaining with a grim expression. It's essentially a demonstration, but the teaching staff, or maybe I should say the old geezers and the steering committee, didn't like the sound of that, so they decided to give it a ridiculous name like a parade.
Let's hope them guys don't give other things a ridiculous name, you know? Like the tragedy. The most terrible,
The most awful,
unforgettable,
terrible
awful,
tragedy
terrible
of human
thing
history.
that happened in human, yeah, whatever. And, you know, name one of the students Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student hidden somewhere in the school. Watch out for Let's hope these guys never name anything in this franchise again, because this franchise has so many ridiculous names, and it's all their fault. It's just this one group of guys that were like, well, guys, what are we going to name this? And it's just always stupid.
But isn't a parade the exact opposite of a demonstration? Excuse me. That's exactly why they chose it. But why a demonstration at all? It's the students from the reserve course. Reserve course. Never heard of it before.
Hajime?
Or have I? You don't remember. Of course, well, your head is enormous, so I guess it can't be helped. All of a sudden, by the way, hello, little boy. Oh, he scared the shit out of me.
There's a baby.
Oop, okay, come here. Hold on. Come here.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to get him settled in there?
Yeah,
And
let me let him sit with me for just a minute,
Okay.
and then I'll get
Do
him
you want
settled
me
in
to keep
there.
reading then? Or?
No, I can. Where was I?
I don't know.
Of course,
Student
never heard of
reserve
it before,
course,
have I?
there you go.
You don't remember, of course. Well, your head is enormous, so I guess it can't be helped. Wait, calling a girl enormous is sexual harassment. If this were the Edo era, you would be beheaded by no. Oof. My head, which was on its way up from the bed, was pushed back down. Hubs Peak Academy isn't a traditional learning facility with other schools. They provide education for the talented, but at the same time, they research that talent. The teaching staff aren't just simple educators, they're also scientists who research human talent. But scientists are a nasty breed. The more they research, the deeper they want to dig. Therefore, there's something they never have enough of. Do you know what that is? It's probably funding. Oh, right. My chance to find the answer on my own was gone. So that's all I could say. Up until recently, Hope's Peak Academy was a smaller scale facility that could survive on a government subsidiary and donations from alumni. But the steering committee wasn't satisfied with the state of research. Hello? You gotta warn me when you're gonna do that.
The song had ended. I'm
Boys.
sorry.
Ooh.
You know what's Bluey? Okay.
wants to
All
go
right, I
with
guess you
Bluey.
can take over.
Okay, what line was you on? Small scale
Up until-
facility. Okay. Well, toddler is sorted out. Keep reading. Up until recently, Hope Academy was a smaller scale facility that could survive on a government subsidiary and donation from alumni, but the steering committee wasn't satisfied with the state of research. Feel about lack of resources, so they implemented the reserve course system in order to bring in more money. Okay, right, so what we learned in Danganronpa 2 with the reserve course. Okay. I nodded, humming in agreement to show Matsuda that I was listening. The gist of it is that us ultimates affiliated with the main school, isn't ultimate? Affiliated with the main school. But now there's a separate education facility as well called the reserve course. The part of the school is located on the west district of the campus, while the main school remains here in the east district. So we don't actually intermingle much. There's not much that's the same over there. They don't scout their students instead of relying on a standard entrance exam to choose among applicants. Their teaching staff is chosen the same way our teachers are. The scientists and researchers who work and live at the school, while they have regular teachers coming from outside. So then, it's just a regular high school, isn't it? But it's actually a government to experiment on the whole. Don't That's weird. So is this meant to be read after 2? Because it's 0. But it is kind of mentioning stuff that's brought up in 2. So was this book released between 1 and 2? It was like an in-between, or was this released after 2 as a let's expand the war thing? Just check. Let us know. Exactly. No less, there was a flood of applications. A brand name is a powerful thing. Branding. Masuda also spat the words out. People didn't care that it was just a reserve course. The prestigious Hofu Academy had finally opened its doors to the public. People are sheep. We live in a society. They're drawn to a name. And the school took advantage of that to get more money from people who would pay an arm and a leg just to get in. So what you're telling me is, once again, just like we found in Ultra Spectre, the real enemy is capitalism. Thanks, Danganronpa, where the enemy is capitalism. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I need to reset my there we go, and then okay, that makes a bit more sense, maybe. Okay. Look, and thanks to that, the school went through a rapid growth spurt. No, sure. We suddenly have research buildings that would make any university jealous. Again, this is just a high school, so yeah, there's a lot of money going into high school. No one was prepared for that. In just a year or two, Hofu Academy became a school of an entirely different scale. The power of the steering committee also grew accordingly. Isn't that kind of a rip-off? It seems that way. It's just the kind of world we live in. We live in a society, once again. That's just like Joker in the movie Joker. As soon as Beth pushed into a bitter smile, right now, Hofu Academy is up like an old-fashioned caste system. A multitude of students in the reserve course exist only to support the few ultimates in the main one. Apparently they have some kind of system in place for exceptional students in the reserve course to transfer to the main school, but I've never heard of anyone actually succeeding. Hajime! Our teachers probably don't think any of them deserve it. That's not how educators should behave. You're right, but this is exactly how scientists do. They don't care about anything but their research subject. I'm just the same. In fact, it's just that their subject is human talent. But it's so unfair. I puffed my cheeks in annoyance. Oh, they did the anime power. Of course it is. If it wasn't, there wouldn't be any need for a demonstration, would there? But still, Masuda suddenly cut himself off, and his tone was changed to a cautious one. I don't think that they could have settled this up on their own. This has to be the result of someone else's scheme. That's how it seems to me. Who's scheming? Who's scheming? Someone's scheming. Masuda narrowed his eyes and looked outside the window. He looked so grim that I hesitated to speak. Hey, Ugly. After a short while, he turned back to me, as if remembering something. Write this conversation down properly in your notebook. Don't rush it off as having nothing to do with you. Those reserve costumes don't think much of us. I don't think they're going to attack you or anything. But it's better to be cautious. Okay, I replied. As I replied, a suction cup stuck to my head and my face, making it difficult to move my mouth. I stay still for a while. You can sleep if you want. Matsuda stood and stepped away from my line of sight. But I'm not sleepy at all, I replied in an insecure voice. From the other side of the room, I heard Matsuda's voice answer me. I can give you sleeping pills. A dozen should probably be enough. Jesus! So I can drug you, you know? Isn't that a lethal dose? Are you sure it's alright? His unease grew even deeper. Matsuda appeared in front of me again. He's now wearing a school jacket on top of his dirty shirt. Something happened to my machines while I'm gone. You're dead. Are you going somewhere? I have a little business to take care of. Anyway, if something happens to the machines, you're dead. He was here enough to repeat the warning twice. I don't mind being killed if it's you who kills me. It would be troublesome for me. I hate gore. I think that was a good quality for someone who studies the human brain, but I kept that to myself. And in that case, if I stay here and wait like a good girl... I do not like reading these lines. I don't want to be a good girl. Let's watch a movie later. A movie? Yeah, you know, like that one. I flipped through the pages of my notebook, searching for memories about movies. Oh, I see, okay. Like, it's literally like a physical manifestation. It's one about two robbers, Harry and Mo. It's Home Alone! I know that movie! Harry Mum sneaking into the McAllister house. I didn't even need to get. I heard Harry Mum. I know what this is. I know this movie. I know movies. Are you talking about Home Alone? I am assuming this is a translation that the writer has done. So I assume this was some other Japanese movie at some point that they have put in. Welcome back.
You also, I just want to
Your
say,
mic was muted, so they were the boo.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
Fruit Loops
Yeah.
do not taste like Fruit Loops anymore.
They never have.
No, they. When I was a kid, they actually used to taste fruity, right? Like candy flavored fruity, but the Fruit Loops that I just gave him literally just taste like sugar, and that's
they
it.
taste like diabetes to me.
They just taste like sugar, but there is no distinct flavors there anymore.
So we got to a point where they was bringing up Home Alone, by the way.
Okay.
Because they're all about movies.
Mm.
I was flipping through the notebook, but I couldn't find a mention of any other movies. It seemed I was particularly interested in that one. It was his fault for letting me watch it. Well, I'm sure it's a masterpiece. It's really interesting even if you watch it again. It's certainly not a bad movie, but it's not the kind of movie I want to watch again and again. So what kind of movie do you... You know, ask me questions for the diary of a middle school girl. I felt his distasteful stare looming over me, but I refused to give up. Come on, let's do it. I got a feeling that it'll be just as interesting to watch once more. To be fair, when you have memory loss, you can watch movies over and over again as if it's the first time. I thought the little boy who played the main character, Macaulay Culkin, is super cute. There's a cute boy in this movie. Isn't this exciting? Oh my god.
Macaulay.
Macaulay Culkin. What? Oh, I see that she actually said it wrong.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin instead of Macaulay Culkin.
Instead of what?
Macaulay.
It's
How do you say it? American lady.
actually I don't know. I have no idea how you're supposed to say his name.
Culkin, that's how you say it.
Macaulay. Macaulay.
Why are we going over the
I don't know.
saying an actor's name? Do you think that's Macaulay Culkin? Macaulay is a... Oh, okay. Wacol is a lingerie brand. I see. She's got memories mixed up. It says that I thought he was so cute. I want to adopt him. You only say that because you don't know how he looks today. He underwent quite the transformation. Damn. Okay. Let's get him out. Transformation, huh? I see narrows his almond eyes even more than usual and swept his bangs away from his forehead. Just be a good girl and go to sleep. No one clip that. I knew that was safe.
Be a good girl.
I really had to read out lines about being a good girl multiple times while you've been away. So,
Okay.
are you gonna be a good girl? Are you gonna be good?
That's not how you say it.
I'm not saying it like that on screen. You're saying that for the other website. Oh, dude. See, he was tired of me trying to postpone his departure. Wait, don't go! Suddenly panicking. I tried to stop him. I don't want you to go. I'll be lonely. Don't leave me here. We haven't seen each other in a long time. Have we? A long time? I see you stop the track. Why do you think we haven't seen each other in a long time, huh? I'm asking, why do you think we haven't seen each other in a long time? Oh, I see what you're saying. And I see them facing away from me as he spoke. His voice was tinted with pain and made me feel anxious. Well, because I can feel my heart pounding. So, if you were to see me every day, your heart wouldn't beat as fast. No, that's not it. We saw each other just yesterday, you know? You did? Just as I thought, your memory isn't getting better. I see this back. Slumped forward as it was rejected. I guess you were just lying when you said, I'm the only one you can remember. Wait, I'll remember in a second. In haste, I slipped into the pages of my notebook and I went through them. Went through them all from front to back, and I couldn't find any mention of me and Matsuda meeting the day before. It was a complete failure. When I looked up from the notebook, Matsuda was already gone. I've been had, and there was nothing more I could do about it, so I guess there really is nothing I can do now but sleep. Oh, that's such a bad thing. At the very least, when I'm asleep, I can lose myself inside my dreams. I can escape this lonely world that doesn't have Matsuda in it. I can probably even meet Matsuda in my dreams. Wow. I think this girl's a sin. With a deep thought in my heart, I rolled onto my side. My phone, not to disturb the thoughts all over my head. As as if the pillow that still had traces of Matsuda's scent, and nuzzled into it as though I were a puppy, humming happily, then closed my eyes. That's what you do. You do the puppy shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a sweet baby. You're so sweet. You're so sweet, lady. You're so sweet. But that wasn't the only thing. I could also hear voices interfering with me and Matsuda's firework, an assembly of emotion, unsettling voices filled with hate. Anxiety rushed over my entire body just by listening to them, so I blocked my eyes in panic. They were doing me after all. Even so, I couldn't sleep. I felt my body forget how to. I want to fall asleep. I want to sleep and live for a while where Matsuda is. I want to see him again. I hate saying things repeatedly. And then as I dreamed about dreaming about Matsuda, I slowly fell into blissful sleep. Dear Lord.
Chapter 4. A short while after leaving the laboratory, Yasuka Matsuda stood in front of a large door that exuded a solemn atmosphere and straightened his posture. Do you want me to make more coffee?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm kind of wanting more coffee myself.
You want me to keep reading?
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
You do. Ask nicely.
Pretty. Mommy, please. Mommy.
Mommy, please. Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Take really little. A short while after leaving the laboratory, Matsuda stood in front of a large door that exuded a solemn atmosphere that straightened his posture. What are you nervous about? He wanted to mock himself, but at the same time, he realized nervousness was inevitable. It was the first time he'd ever stepped in the Hotel Academy's sanctum, the faculty building. It was the only building that students were forbidden from entering, after all. And sure enough, he had to explain the situation to several teachers who stopped him along the way. That wasn't enough, though. His final destination was itself a special place, even within this forbidden building. Ooh, in some Harry Potter shit. Yasuke Matsuda raised his head and stared at the door in front of him. There was a pretentiously decorated wood door that the visitors weren't welcome. You know, wait. Hotel Academy Steering Committee meeting room. This was, so to speak, the inner sanctum's inner sanctum. Even the teaching stuff were not forbidden in any way. Nervousness truly was inevitable for someone about to enter such a special room, but nonetheless, pull yourself together. Matsuda quietly cleared his throat. He tried to build up some semblance of courage before he ended up swallowed whole by the oppressing atmosphere. Then he raised his fist and knocked twice on the door. Yasuke Matsuda from Hope Peak Academy's 77th class, he announced, slowly pushing the heavy door open. Excuse me. The door was as wow, got that music trigger. Just get right on timing. The door was as different from a classroom as it could be. The ceiling, pillars and walls were excessively decorated in a way that Matsuda found gloomy rather than disgusting. He stepped forward, the sound of his footsteps swallowed by the thick carpet. We apologize for calling you here on such short notice. The voice was surprisingly light and pleasant, along with Hope Peak Academy's headmaster, Giri. Every time Matsuda saw the man, he couldn't help but be astounded at how young he was. In his mind, the headmaster was a middle-aged man with white hair, a mustache and a drab suit. Giri, still in his 30s, was just too young for the job. Or even younger. Oh, okay. Please take a seat. It's definitely before the other games. Speak is like functioning. So yeah, it's really before. So just how much before the games? Please take a seat. I expect you to stand during our conversation. A large circular table stood in the middle of the room. There were 10 chairs lined up all around it. Excuse me, Matsuda said, as he turned the nearest chair, placing him directly across the table from Giri. From the moment he sat down, he could feel several pairs of eyes staring intently at him. They belonged to 4 old men who sat around the table at set intervals. They were all in more pitch black suit and tie, as if attending a funeral. Their appraising glare felt to Matsuda as if each one of them breathing down the back of his neck. You know who we are? The voice was rusty, Matsuda couldn't tell which one it belonged to. You're a steering committee, yes? You have our sincere gratitude for all your help following that incident. I don't know what you're talking about. The wrinkles on the old man's head deepened. Even compared down to I don't. So a nice bit of information. You helped us with the interrogation of the first discovered scene. Thinking that Suda heard those words is happening in the castle forever high by asking questions on. Do you intend for me to interrogate them again? Not at all. A different old man shook his head. This time, we were dealing with a different issue. We have a problem, you see. A problem with someone in your field of expertise should be able to solve. Well, is Matsuda an ultimate? We were looking forward to your help. It was like the answer was already settled. A detail Matsuda found Royal. However, I refused. A second of silence later. One of the old men started to laugh. It was a quiet laugh at first. Soon the second, third, and then the fourth old man joined, filling the room with scornful laughter. The voices descended on Matsuda while I said this. Do you believe you have a choice in the matter? The old man spoke in a condescending tone. The girl you can despite her leaving her house from our school, I hope doesn't seem to this time it was Suda's mentor for what are you trying to say? You're also still a student. You know how you wasted your time. Don't speak no hope of recovery. His words are overflowing with contempt. The way you feel that you can't keep extending the student's temporary leave or living in their way if you'll be able to return. The facility's purpose is to nurture talent. Those who are teenagers or fail to use it simply step down. For the other student's sake, that said, if you agree to help us, shut the fuck up, old man. That language, jeez. What? You talk too much. About nothing but fucking nonsense. The room's atmosphere changed in a second, and the temperature skyrocketed. Why, you insolent! As Suda stood, and the old men froze. He looked at them as if they were nothing but worms. Now his stare was filled with far more anger and contempt than that. He looked at them as though they were worms he was about to trample upon. Dunce! Failure! Let me tell you one thing. I am the only one who's allowed to say those things to her. No one else has any right to hang. Who do you think you're talking to? I said, shut the fuck up! His tone immediately silenced the men once more. You can hear me speaking in the low voice of the girl. Even when people make fun of her, I'm going to stop because she thinks it has nothing to do with her. That's why I have to speak up for her. I won't be able to live with myself if I did. He isn't a steering committee member. His words carry strongly sense of intimidation. How could they be so overpowered by someone not yet in his 20s? So this guy, is his guy's talent intimidation? Like, is he Batman? Because they mentioned interrogations before. They did not know the answer. They did not understand the power of someone who possessed talent. The power of which hope can be hope. He's an ultimate hope. Okay. May I interrupt? A slow voice across the side of the conversation. Belonging to Kirigiri. Matsuda turned to stare towards him. So I think I prefer to contribute a little to this conversation. Kirigiri with a wry smile scratched his head. Despite the nervous atmosphere that filled the room, he seemed completely calm. Matsuda, having lost his momentum, closed his eyes slowly. A heavy sigh, and sat back down. As soon as he was done, Kirigiri continued in a quiet tone. Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Right? That's what he was about to say. Matsuda, we will tell me merely asking for a favor. Not a favor just for us. Consider it a favor to every single teacher of Hopi Catholic. Please at least consider listening to what we have to say. Matsuda stayed quiet and looked at Kirigiri, unable to judge what the man's true intentions were. Kirigiri, on his part, tried his best to take back control of the situation. I won't ask you to do anything other than listen. If you decide to refuse, we will accept your decision. Preliminaries done. Straight to the topic at hand. I'm sure I don't have to explain about the incident, but we should probably still begin there anyway. We should probably, do the explain a bit. Cleared his throat, folded both his hands in front of himself, and continued. It's been a month, and we still can't believe what happened to Cindy. An appalling incident taking place inside a hotel camp. Feels like we're living in another one. Didn't any incident like close the full of Hotel Academy? Like, should the school be... If this shit was happening, should the school be done? My understanding. understanding of the law from the franchise so far. But it really did happen with one of the old men. 13 kids for another, 13 victims, and it turns out what happened is still unclear. How did this happen last week? Okay, so that hasn't. But they covered it up. When the screen voices stopped, Matsuda spoke up. There was something he wanted to confirm. So you never informed the police. Of course we did. What do you think would happen if we did? What would it solve? Yeah, they're like, no, let's cover up murders. That's great. No problem, that can be taken care of by arresting the culprit. What about the victims' families? We're taking care of that. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that. Don't be worried about such things. I mean, the students do say stay in school, right? So, it is a little better. Judging by the way he spoke, the academy had already taken measures behind the scenes for dealing with it all. They must have asked for some favours from the school's alumni. Many of them rose to high positions on the strength of Hope's Peak's brand. If that brand were to fall from grace, they too would lose it all. You're right. You shouldn't have to worry about that. So what is it you want me to do? Other students are talking about. They must have something to do with this incident as well, right? We need you to help us extract information from the truth. It will help clarify the truth behind the incident. You say clarify the truth, but isn't that a contradiction? Didn't you decide to cover up the whole incident? Cover up. I think it was the only student faculty trusted with that secret. In exchange for his cooperation with a large research grant and new equipment for his lab. In that sense, he really was just another scientist. That wasn't the only reason he would cooperate. No one but Matsuda himself knew the other reasons. I suppose it sounds like contradiction, doesn't it? After a short hesitation. However, this is a necessity. We strongly believe that concealing this incident is for the best. There is too much we still don't know. We can't hide something we don't completely understand. That's why we must learn the entire story regarding what happened. We must protect Hope Peak Academy. This cover-up has to be perfect. Kirigiri said it was all without the slightest drawn doubt. He would do anything to protect Hope Peak Academy. Matsuda could emphasize with the idea. You have to sacrifice something to protect something, Matsuda thought. I can understand that. Well, at least that's exactly what I'm doing. So here's a student you want me to interrogate. Kirigiri licked his dry lips again. Matsuda pushed Sam to answer. I didn't disclose to you before, but in addition to the people you knew of who discovered the fountain, there were two survivors. That was the first time Matsuda heard about them. They are indispensable to discovering the truth about the incident, of course. It had all been well, but we would have questioned them immediately after the incident to hear their story. But due to certain circumstances, we are unable to do so. Circumstances? One of the students never recovered consciousness and has been in a coma since the incident. The other, thankfully, came out unhurt. But went missing soon after. We do not know where the student is right now.
What? On my hands. That's the coffee whiskey soap that I picked up.
Okay.
Have you heard that there's some like shit going on to do with Jack Daniels?
No?
Yeah. There's some controversy of some kind. And everybody's boycotting Jack Daniels. Yeah, he's good.
One comatose student and one missing. The circumstances were indeed severe. There was still a possibility. You want me to see if I can learn anything from the comatose student, don't you? Kirigiri nodded. Exactly. Finding the truth in order to hide it was certainly a twisted thing to do. It was also rather convenient for Matsuda. What are you doing?
I was looking. You have, I guess because of the heavy cream, there's like these little bubbles in your coffee, and they're mesmerizing to me. I'm so sorry.
Don't want to hide it, but it was certainly a
Am I
twisted
bothering
thing to
you?
do. It's also just, well, yeah, you're getting...
I'm getting all up in your business. I like being in your business.
No, it's not the time for that.
Oh.
You lewd lady. Can you control yourself?
Never.
Finding the truth in order to hide it. It was certainly a twisted thing to do. It was also rather convenient for Matsuda. This might be my chance. My chance to protect her, I understand, he said. He had no other choice. What? You good?
Yeah,
Is that
fine.
what I can do? Do you think it can be managed? One of your men leaned forward, suddenly in an attempt to regain authority. It's still too early to tell. It depends on the student's exact condition. I'll try my best. In any case, Matsuda answered bluntly and returned to face Kirigiri. You good?
I really like the smell of my hands right now.
Okay. You don't just plan to let them run freely, do you? After a short silence, Kirigiri leaned in and looked straight into Matsuda's eyes. Is something worrying you? His gaze was sharp, and Matsuda felt as if he could read his innermost thoughts, want to escape it. He retracted quickly. No, I was just curious. His voice shook with anxiety, and he continued an effort to hide it. I mean, a missing student is incredibly suspicious, isn't it? You were just staring at me.
No, I'm watching the audio actually because whenever you're speaking in whatever this tone is, it's not mine's not picking you up.
The old man immediately. Okay, cool. That's good then. Yeah, it was a deeper thing. I noticed that high pitched sounds like I worked this out with Timothy. When I was doing a high pitched voice, I was doing the girl voice. It was a lot quieter because my pitch was higher, which your voice is naturally higher than mine,
Yeah.
which probably means why it isn't picking up. But still, just for ease. Oh, where was I? Continuing to hide it. I mean, we're still incredibly suspicious, isn't it? I think could be the culprit who killed 13 students and left one in a coma. The old men immediately started rustling, their whispers reverberating through the meeting room. Kirigiri kept his cool. Just you say, the way things look, that student is extremely suspicious. In that case, they're sus.
That's pretty sus, bro.
Just start speaking in Gen Z. It's just as you say, the way things like in that case, what? Kirigiri interrupted forcibly. It just justifies covering up this incident even more. If we don't, it's going to be the end of the school. The end of the school in the end.
In the end. Do you have any lotion in here? As much as I love the smell of this hand soap, it's very drying.
Very drying.
Very drying. Am I bothering you?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to keep up with chat and that. But also keep on reading. My brain is getting overly processed because reading is very hard for me. End of the school. In the end, that was it. We got to in the end. That's where my brain stopped off doing track. Matsuda was intrigued by Kirigiri's choice of words. Does that matter that the student has gone missing? Is someone special? Oh, does that mean that the student has gone missing? A certain name suddenly found itself floating in the back of Matsuda's mind. He had heard the name only in rumors and in stories. It was presumed to be urban legends. But if that person really did exist, they may very well be involved in this incident. Is it Junko Enoshima? Junko missing? If that's the case, it all makes sense. It makes perfect sense that they would call such an incident a tragedy! There we go, they said the thing! They said the line! It's a tragedy!
Been saying it.
Yep. No, they can say it.
No, they said tragedy
Are you sure
before.
they said the tragedy in this book?
Pretty sure.
Okay. The chat was correct. The tragedy of Hope Academy. It makes sense, but it's also terrible. A single drop of sweat fell down from Matsuda's temple as he whispered those words deep inside his heart.
Deep inside his penis.
Anyway, can I go pee and stuff now? And you read a chapter?
Oh, do you want me to read?
I'm
Okay.
really tired out. I'm going to go pee and stuff, so I'll let you take it.
Fine. Okay, what are we? Are we still not suited? Yes, we are. Okay. Sigh. Bzzz. I don't know what the fuck that noise is supposed to be, but whatever. Sleeping noises, maybe? Snoring noises? I don't know. I jumped to my feet at the sudden pain of my skin being pulled violently and saw a boy standing at my bedside with a jumble of cords attached to suction cups on his hands. My heart started pounding. Matsuda? You're Matsuda, right? Not wasting a second, I leapt straight into him. Like with a strap on? What? Okay. But just like a matador, he nimbly stepped aside. My head crashed into the wall as if I were the coyote and just had been tricked by the roadrunner. I could see stars spinning around my head. Ugh. Why are you avoiding me? Scroll up. Because you have a swollen face. You can't go calling a Calling a girl's face swollen. There we go. I turned on shaky feet and peered into a mirror atop the nearby desk. My face was covered with violet blue spots the size of small coins. Swollen, sure enough. But that's because you pulled those suction cups off my face so violently, Matsuda. I was in a hurry. Oh, I wouldn't mind if you went right here. Wait, what? You went? I wouldn't mind if you went right here. What the fuck is that line? I'm not in a hurry because I have to use the bathroom. I'm not in a hurry. Okay. Oh my god, my brain. I'm not in a hurry because I have to use the bathroom. Of course, how silly of me. Matsuda never ever has to use the bathroom at all. What do you even think I am, ugly? You're the most sublime being in human history, of course. Dada. Look, he's showing you his Fruit Loops. Anyway, I have more business to attend to today. Go home. Quickly now. There goes my alarm on my phone. Oh! Because it's an alarm to remind me to take my medicine that I have not taken yet. It's not one thing. You're a turd. He is such a turd. If he covers his face, you can't see him. You don't know he exists in this room. He's so cute. I think I need to recalibrate my face. Let's do the recalibration. There we go. That's better. Okay. Anywho's. You're the most fun being in history, of course. Don't include me in your ridiculous delusions. Matsuda breathed a heavy sigh as if giving up. I've had enough. If I keep talking to you, I'll go weird in the head too. He started tidying up the trolley. Anyway, I have more business to attend to today. Go home quickly now. But why? Naturally, I strongly objected to the request. I don't wanna. I feel lonely again. Honestly, you're hopeless. Matsuda narrowed his eyes and slowly stepped up to me, grasping both of my shoulders tenderly. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Oh, new world.
It's a whole new world.
Imagine Danganronpa did a musical. That'd be great.
Yes.
What?
We should totally do it.
Can we get a version of Monokuma saying the same like
Oh my god.
Monokuma?
Say my name.
Yes.
Monokuma.
Yes.
Mono. I don't know because I don't know what he uses to say mono.
Yeah, I know. Sweet.
There's a Kuma on the end of it.
We should do a karaoke stream called like that on Twitch. Because you know they're gonna be.
Oh yeah, no, you literally said something about us doing
And then
it.
Twitch
And
like,
then
no
Twitch
fun
was like,
allowed.
no.
No fun allowed. Thanks, Twitch. Fuck you, by the way. And fuck you for the forced the collab thing that everyone hates right now. That I've turned off.
Oh
As
yeah.
much as I can because you actually can't fully turn it off. If I go into the Twitch dashboard, it'll be right there at the side of my head.
Oh my god.
I know. Oh dear.
Where am I? Close your eyes. Just do it. Close them. As Matsuda's face drew close to me.
Close your eyes.
Shut
Close them. Date.
Are you done?
Maybe I'm done.
Maybe it's
Maybe.
Maybelline.
Maybe just a dickhead.
You are a dickhead. Anyways, as Matsuda's face drew close to me, I could feel my heart pounding against my ribcage. And so, I did as I was told and closed them. My entire body became hot. I felt as if I was about to melt. The blood vessels behind my ears pulsed violently. The situation can only mean one thing, right? It's a terrible cliche, but what else could it be? Isn't it? It is. Then, as the anticipation made my heart thump louder than ever, I felt Matsuda moving behind me. I leaned back gently.
What's happening? I feel like I'm missing context here.
I don't know.
I go for one thing and the next time I come back and characters are railing at each other
No
or some shit. I don't know what's going on. What?
What?
Jeez.
Then as the anticipation made my heart thump louder than ever, I felt Matsuda moving behind me. I leaned back gently, and before I could even wonder what was going on, he pushed me forward and out into the corridor. Ow!
This is literally like us flying.
It really is. I don't think you've ever called me ugly before, though.
No, cause you're pretty.
And if you ever did call me ugly,
You would not exist anymore.
no.
Yeah,
From the excessive force of Matsuda's shove, I collapsed on my behind in the middle of the hallway with my skirt splayed around me. It was a very... What?
Got like Mikan vibes going on where she
Yeah,
turns into
yeah.
a very like, oh no, my legs are open
And
my
her
legs
being
are shut."
ditzy as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Is it fucking Mikan?
No.
Somehow, like she Mikan's sister or some shit. I don't know.
It was a small mercy that I was wearing clean underwear.
Remember to put on clean underwear today.
Clean
Well,
underwear!
that's good. Basic hygiene is kind of nice. Yeah.
Oh my god. The next treatment is in 3 days. Be a good girl and stay in your room. Yes, sir. Are you good? Do you have clean underwear on? You don't have any underwear on, do you? Because you're a slime.
Yeah, because I'm a slime. I have no underwear because I'm a slime. Yeah. Yeah. Emotion break. Jesus. No! Jesus, lady. Come on, read the book. Wait, people pay for this shit, kind of.
Oh my god, the next treatment, la la la, don't go out. Needless walks. Matsuda said before I could even get up, he shut the door loudly behind him. Ow! He tricked me. My shoulders drooped, but since there was nothing I can do, I simply left the Neuroscience Institute crestfallen. Read, yes.
We wanted to read it and we wanted to do the anime. We wanted all the bits of the franchise that we played the game, and now we're just like, now we need to do the rest of this franchise before, like, I know we need to do the anime, like we've been told heavily, do the anime adaptation and the Danganronpa 3 anime before playing V3, the video game. And then we thought, well, we need something to fill content for YouTube while we watch stuff. And so we were like, how about the novels? And that may lead to a future collab with certain other YouTuber that does book reviews, but that's in the future. So that's the bit that I can't wait for once we finish this book. Is having the other person read it and just go do a book club.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. Anyway, I'll let you keep reading.
As I exited the biology building, the first thing I did was check my notebook. I had to go back to the dorms, but since I had forgotten where they were, I flipped through the pages of Ryoko Otonashi's memory notebook as I walked. Eventually, I found the school map that I seemed to have drawn all by myself. This second. Uh-oh, is your phone messing up? Ruh-roh.
Yeah, apparently it hasn't been charging itself up, so even though it was charging when we started.
no. I had forgotten where they were. Flip through the page. Eventually, I found the school map that I seemed to have drawn all by myself. That seemed like as good a time as any to do a full-scale review of my notes and go over the campus of Hope's Peak Academy. Well then, according to my map, Hope's Peak Academy campus is shaped like a huge diamond. It's divided into 4 regions known as districts, east, west, north, and south, each about the size of a regular full-scale high school. The east district, which I was walking through now, was the heart of the academy, where the buildings and facilities... I always want to... My dyslexic brain always wants to say faculties instead of facilities.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Used by the main school are located. Many of its buildings were still under construction, but there were also several magnificent, envy-inducing research buildings for various fields, much like the biology building that Matsuda's lab was in. In addition, it seems this district is also home to the faculty building, which students are forbidden to enter. Then there's the West District. It seems the buildings and facilities for the reserve course are located there, but I don't think I've ever visited it. Unfortunately, there isn't much written in my notebook about it. The South District is where Hope's Peak Academy student dormitories are. In addition to, it seems like there's a convenience store, bookstore, various other shops where necessary supplies can be bought. By the way, it seems only students belonging to the main school are allowed to live in the dorms, and it's apparently a special perk that doesn't even cost money. Then there's the North District, which is apparently currently vacant. The only thing left there is the old school building, which was still in use until just recently. For the time being, it seems it's been left neglected and without maintenance, so naturally entrance is forbidden. In short, there isn't much to say about the district at all. While going to sleep.
Yeah, I'll probably edit these all into like one video for the whole book.
Uh,
Just the whole book.
He tried to scare me on purpose. He's a turd muffin. What are you doing? Hi.
You want me to keep doing this stuff?
Good.
Are you gonna sort it out though? Relaxation area for the students where his entry is forbidden between 10 at night and 7 in the morning. Well, I don't plan on walking around in real life, so it seems there's nothing to do with me. Also, despite my messy handwriting, I was able to make sense of the map and return to the dorm safely, ignoring the reading of the students who passed me by in the halls and switched to my room. Upon entering, I was met with sticky notes. This is my room. Stuff all around. Yep, this is the right place. I have no question about it. That the room with all the crazy, like, fucking serial killer notes everywhere is definitely my room. Jesus. After confirming this important fact, I stood near the doorway for a while, staring into space, but no matter how much I tried, I couldn't think of anything I want to do. And so eventually, I simply collapsed onto my bed. Unfortunately, it seems I was already taking a midday nap somewhere, because I was unable to fall asleep. Luckily, I decided to kill some time. For me, killing time meant exactly one thing: murder. No, it didn't say that. I took out Ryuka Watsunashi's memory notebook and still lying on the bed. Welcome back.
Hello.
Is my voice just low? Let me turn up my gain a little bit. Maybe that's better?
My question is that without me muting myself, do you echo?
I don't know. Like, there's so many issues with the audio. I think I need to turn myself slightly down now because I'm... I don't know. Sometimes, like, I reach a certain level and sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I know. It's very weird.
Okay, so that's better. We really need to get... we need to get those boosters. Yeah. Okay. Where was I?
I don't know.
Still lying on the bed. I started flipping through its pages. Everything in that's written down in this notebook is the undeniable truth. But I can't remember any of it. In other words, it feels like I'm reading a non-fiction book about myself. The excitement of experiencing my own past vigorously is an amazing form of entertainment. Only someone as forgetful as myself can enjoy. I read about the conversations I had with Matsuda and the things he would say to me. Most of the notebook was about Matsuda. That's exactly what made it so much fun. Please, child.
You know, if he just wants to play in here.
Okay. As long as he's not... He just went on a whole little rant, bless him. I don't know, the mic bit that'll be like...
This is your tambourine.
Let's not do noisemakers in the recording room.
No, he said no.
He said no.
No.
I don't remember any of it. I feel like non-fit. Whoa, for fuck's sake. I can't keep track of where I am. The conversations out. Yeah, most of it was about Matsuda. That's what made it so much fun. As I continued flipping through the notebook, my eyes stopped on one page. The page was filled with a large sketch of a boy's face. My heartbeat increased, but if only slightly. This must be a portrait of Matsuda, I thought.
The audio is better.
That's it. Okay, well, I'll say it would naturally be like this and a bit better for us to hear ourselves and the feedback in real time if we had the boosters.
Yeah.
Because it basically we're boosting it in post for OBS, so if we've got the boosters, it'll be native more so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, it's affording them that's the issue.
Eating slime ASMR.
I'm gonna eat you know what slimes eat? Anything they damn want.
There's a particular, I think it's a Korean snack. I think Korean. But I really want to try it. Speaking of ASMR, because I watched a video. I watched this video. You okay?
Yeah, just him.
You want me to get him out of here?
It's
The
not
raw.
back cock. Yes. It's a snack of eating back cock.
I know that's what you like.
No, it's some kind of a fried snack that's really crunchy but looks really, really good.
Oh.
And I can't remember the name of it. So I'll never be able to find it.
I love how I can just shrink myself by getting back, by the way. So I can move across the table. Okay. Oh, no, I ran out. Right, let's, ow, God. The mic was there. Ow! I hit myself. Ow, God. All these noises are going to be too much now, I know. Oh, man. Portrait of Matsuda, I thought, but since my heart isn't beating that fast, it must not be a very good likeness. Should I try to make some amendments? I think the nose is all wrong. No, maybe it's the eyes. I can't remember what Matsuda's face looked like, but I use my heartbeat as a measure. Really? Oh, this is weird. You can use it. Huh? Yeah, that's all that's over here. I thought. I swear, this lady like. I was like, it's on Plex. She's like, we don't have Plex. I'm like, yes, that's how we watch stuff, is Plex. Jesus, lady. So using the heartbeat to draw. Okay. Measure carefully took to changing the portrait. It's probably how bomb disposal units feel when they're searching for landmines. So I guess it's a little different. Yeah, I think drawing is a little different than being a landmine finder. What the fuck? After messing with the portrait for a little bit, I felt my heart beating a little bit faster than before. I did it. I did it. That's exactly how the line should be read. I couldn't wipe the smile off my face. If I just keep fiddling with the sketch little by little, I'm sure it will eventually look just like the real Matsuda. I'm sure I've been working on the sketch for a while, but of course I don't remember it. The careful editing of the portrait required a bit of my concentration, so I'm sure that each time I tried, I couldn't keep it up for very long. Tired, I placed the notebook next to my pillow and lay on my back. Then I started to whisper. I want to meet Matsuda. Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. ASMR time for slime. ASMR slime. The S in ASMR stands for slime. Meet Matsuda. Matsuda. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just having to read it. Slime house. Was there, oh, by the way, yeah, we're getting rid of the grunt emote soon. We're working on a replacement emote that I have the sketch for. So hopefully that'll be done. Within next week, we'll have a few more art pieces, like a new profile picture and a new emote and a wonderful bit of art that you may see on Twitter of Ruby's new design that might be slightly lewd, slightly suggestive. And if that goes well, we'll probably do more suggestive art because, God, it just works, doesn't it? People like horniness. I should know. We've played so much Danganronpa and people were so lewd about this franchise. I've seen what you guys put online on the internet. It's disgusting. The only thing I could do right now, the only thing I could do is whisper deep inside my heart about how much I want to meet Matsuda. No, not Noelle. No, not Noelle. You'll see it eventually. We do want to do a Noelle one eventually, but it's about having the space, and we've got 3 Vibbies, so we need a grunt emote. But a current grunt of the slime. What else I can do? What else I should do? I can't remember anything else after all, not even my family or my other classmates. For me, the people living in the outside world and what they do just feels like watching a boring stage play from the sidelines. Newbie weds comes first. Yes, we do. We will. Technically, the grunt one is a Danganronpa related one, so that'll be fun. I'm sure you guys are gonna love it when we actually get to add the emote. We're just like, so I can't remember anything that happens. I feel I live in the same world they do. Noisy classmates, sweat-drenched PE lessons. festive lunchtimes. Stopping to grab a bite after club activities. Sitting on the ground. Sitting on the ground! Just sitting on the ground. Lovely line. Chatting with friends. Oh, I think that was maybe one line. Embarrassing conversations with the family. With the fam. They call me. Okay. Take care, nuts. I can't even feel envy or regret that I'm missing out on those things. They simply undo me. And that's it. But the only existence keep me... You good? You stumbled into the room.
Stumbled into the kitchen.
Nuts is leaving, by the way.
Oh, bye, Nuts.
Maybe what comes before family, apparently.
Oh.
This isn't keeping me from entirely cut from the world is Matsuda. That's why I can't think of anything else but him. I can't stop for a second to think about anything else. I want to meet Matsuda. I want to meet Matsuda. I want to meet... Whoop! That was a strange sound. I can't help it, book.
Timothy, you're not alone. In your bed.
Yeah, we're all in your bed. What? Is that where this was going?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Jesus, lady. As I came back to my senses, I raised myself from the bed and found a letter shoved under the room's floor. It's from Matsuda! It was the logical conclusion to make, so I jumped and grabbed the envelope and read the letter inside. Oh my god. Dear, she's an ultimate! She is the ultimate pitiful, forgetful girl.
Forgetful girl, wow.
Dear Miss Ultimate Pitiful Forgetful Girl, I've taken all the precious past memories you've so meticulously chronicled. There are a lot of them, and they're filled to the brim with memories of Yasuke Matsuda. That's the entire weight of your past right there, isn't it? Isn't it? Am I right? It so is. By the way, do you think I'm lying? Just look under your bed. That's where you were keeping all your memories, but there isn't even a single one left. That's because I took them all. Well then, let's get to the main issue. If you want your memories back, come to the fountain in the Central Plaza tonight at 1 a.m. Come alone, of course. But it's not like you even have anyone to call, is it? That's all. Sugar Daddy's bit. What? What? I mean, Timothy basically is a sugar daddy for us.
Oh, Lord.
We provide
that got
Danganronpa
me.
related content, and he occasionally gives us money. Which, yeah, right now we actually have, like, the fact that
Oh,
we
wow.
have actually worked out what to do with donations now, like where they're going towards, is kind of fun, you know.
Yeah.
Now that we actually know where things are going, because like it's got to go towards your model, and now it's got to go towards the mic boosters. That's where all the next donations are gonna go eventually. Like, I think we're a third of the way, money-wise, to your new model.
Oh, that's
So-
pretty good.
So yeah, that's good. We just need to save up and get there eventually, and then commission it, and then it will take time for it to obviously be commissioned. But you know, we'll get there eventually. Especially now that we have the ad revenue as well coming in. Oh dear. If you want, okay. So that's all. Hope to see you tonight. My body froze as I finished reading the letter. It froze, and it has also quivered like a plate of jelly. Yo! I identify as a plate of jelly occasionally because I love being inside people. What? Did I say something wrong?
No, you did not.
There's nothing wrong with the slime one to be inside people. What?
Nothing.
Uh-huh. Okay, stop thinking lewd thoughts. God.
Never.
Blackmail? What's going on? I don't understand. Who is she pissed off that she doesn't remember pissing off? Right? This was something I could figure out by just asking questions. First, I had to check under the bed like the letter said.
That cock.
The back, Jesus Christ. The bat cock keeps coming back.
I love it, though. Really, I do. That cock
Nicely,
is
it's-
great.
What about slime? What about slime?
Well, just, you know, it can take on the shape of anything.
Uh-huh.
Even a bat cock.
I can get ears instead. Does this make me look more like a bat to you? Does it? Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, every time. I need to get eventually get a couple of stream decks so I can easily, because I can't remember all the fucking combinations. But for things so I can have it here and you can have one there, we can just press the button on to Do the
You
expressions.
haven't even touched your second cup of coffee,
Because I'm
sir.
reading. Because I've been doing most of the reading.
Drink your coffee.
I can't. I've got to read.
Drink your
Are
coffee.
you gonna read?
It's an order. Yes, I'll read. Where were you? Blackmail? What's going on? I don't understand. But this wasn't something I could figure out just by asking questions. First, I had to check under the bed, like the letter said. A K-Sleep did so, only to find there was nothing there. To tell you the truth, I don't even remember ever storing old notebooks under there. But if I really did, and all of my past memories of Matsuda were stolen, it's terrible. I meant all I had left was the notebook I currently held in my hand. It meant all I had left. That's all I have left? Over 15 years on this earth. She's 15! Okay. Well, I mean, she's a high school student, so. And just one measly notebook is all I have to show for it. So how old, I wonder, is Matsuda? Since he's a teacher?
He's not a teacher. He's another student.
Oh.
They made that clear in the other chapter when you went in here.
Oh.
He is a student that because of him being a student that's so good at what he does with memory shit, I guess. Basically he's the only student because they reveal that he's the only student that knows about the incident. And the only reason the higher ups trust him with it is because they've given him a shit ton of money and his own lab and shit
Yeah.
to do the stuff. So
Okay.
that's why.
Oh, okay. Anyways, where was I? Just one measly notebook is all I have to show for it. Suddenly, a strange feeling descended upon me. Was this what they call a feeling of loss? A full decade of memories that I was now unable to reach? I'm sure people who learn to live with a small wound still have to endure a certain amount of pain. But that wasn't the case for me. I had no idea how to deal with this new pain I currently felt. For the time being, I was simply angry. Angry? I was actually going to say angy, and it came out as angly.
Oh, so Angie. Uh-oh, Angie baby.
Whose idea of a prank is this?
Well, there's only one man that would make a terrible prank like this in Japan. Logan Paul.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I need to
no.
go back into iTunes.
Okay, I'm glad you at least warned me this time.
Oh wow, we are not far from the end of the soundtrack either. Right,
Okay.
and Carol.
Angie, yes. Whose idea of a prank is this? My voice was strained and shaky as I grasped the letter in my fist, crumpling it. What? Why? Maybe I should just run away. But what if this is the work of some sleazeball scheming to get between me and Matsuda's love? It must be because he's so handsome. Some other girl must have seen us together. For girls like that, the growing love between us must be an eyesore. So one of them must have taken things into her own hands.
So I will just say, this does feel very reflective, like Toko and Byakuya. A guy that's a lot more intelligent or whatever, and he's just like, "You are so ugly. I hate you. You're a nuisance." And the girl being like, "I love him so much."
Yeah.
Right? Is it giving like the same kind? Is that
Yeah,
like,
but I just kind of figured that Matsuda's just putting it on.
Well,
Like,
so is that
it's
just
not
like,
an
is that
actual
just
thing.
a dynamic in like media, in like Japanese media, of the guy.
You're the
The guy is very he's so cheeky.
He's
That laugh that
intentionally doing it.
That
too.
laugh that he does after getting you is so funny. He said so
Yeah.
fun. Oh.
Where are you going?
I'll take him back in there.
Well, he's got my headphones, which is fine. Okay. He wants to be like us and wear those headphones. That must be it. She took my memories hostage with the intent to stop me. What a coward. My anger reached its boiling point and was about to erupt like Mount Etna. But it didn't. It seemed that I'd even forgotten how to be properly angry. But that was just natural. Someone as uninvolved with the world as I am to stranger feelings of anger, and so I had no idea how to channel it. I guess anger that originates in the imagination alone has its limits. In any case, since I couldn't let my anger out, my feeling rapidly cooled down. I guess I don't really have any chance but to go. Oh. Wow, I really read that wrong. I guess don't really have any choice but to go. Wow. Having completely calmed down, I lay down on the bed and waited for 1 a.m., the appointment time. I read the letter over and over so I wouldn't forget what I was waiting for. And then as the time approached, the this won't turn into a fight, right? It's gonna be okay, isn't it? Harboring these depressing thoughts, I left my room. It was the Central Plaza, right? I walked down the pavement with heavy steps, checking the map in Roko Otonashi's memory notebook. This was the world at night, a world where everyone was asleep in the middle of it all. I was the only person walking
The only
about.
people here are people with their bat cocks. The bat people with their bat penises.
Oh my god. Reese, is that you?
And baby.
There were no signs of a single other human being anywhere. It was a definite atmosphere of loneliness, but I didn't want to think any more about it. To be honest, the thought of just going back to my room crossed my mind several times, but I had a feeling that if I did, I would never see those stolen memories again, and so my feet reluctantly pushed me forward. After walking for a short while, an iron fence came into view. Set up to completely block the pathway, I walked along. According to my notebook, entry to the Central Plaza was forbidden between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m., so that's probably why the fence was here. In other words, if I couldn't overcome this fence, I wouldn't be able to reach my destination. This time around, I thought more seriously about going back, but at the last moment made a firm resolution and started climbing the fence. Somehow I made my way over and managed to land on the lawn on the other side. I started walking around the Central Plaza, looking for the fountain I was directed to go to. The darkness deepened, probably because this area was so thick with trees. The same trees that must have been a brilliant, sparkling green in the light of the sun now painted the plaza pitch black, blacking out the sight of any stars above. I walked around in darkness for a while. Well, go on then.
Now you messed it all up. There you go.
I walked around in
Until-
darkness for a while until my field of vision suddenly grew wider. In front of me was a small square, and in its center stood a couple of street lamps, gently illuminating their surroundings. Among them was the fountain I was looking for, with the water producing a gentle splashing sound. As soon as my consciousness understood that I'd reached my destination, my nervous increased.
Skitty, nervous. Nervous, skitty. Palm sweaty. Knees weak, ready, skitty.
I stepped slowly toward the fountain with excessive caution, but after just a few steps, I stopped in my tracks. From there, I could see someone standing on the other side of the fountain. By the back cock.
By the bat cock. Justice. Justice for the bat cock.
Oh.
Oh no.
What did you do?
Skipped all the way back. It was the Central Plaza, right? Where was you up to?
Go down.
Destination,
Excuse me, I spoke with a loud, full voice, but there was no answer. I guess I should just go a little bit closer. The lawn gave gently beneath my feet. Despite my attempt, the man didn't make any sign he had heard me whatsoever. I slowly continued forward and raised my voice again. Excuse me? Was it you who called me here? Once again, no answer. He couldn't possibly have not heard me. My body grew heavy, and a growing sense of dread weighed down on both my shoulders. In no time, my lightly fisted hands were covered in sweat. Nevertheless, the lure of mystery pushed me forward, and the contours of the faint figure in front of me gradually became clearer. The man was wearing a suit. His hair was a light gray, his neck was covered with countless deep wrinkles. Suddenly, a gust of wind came blowing by, and he swayed, to and fro, back and forth. The man's figure continued swaying feebly in the wind. I felt cold shivers all over my body, as though someone touched the back of my neck with an icy hand. I faintly heard my inner voice yelling at me to stop, but my feet moved of their own accord as I approached the man and looked at his face. His eyes met mine. His eyes, bloodshot red eyes, bulging out of their sockets, met mine. His face was pale, and the dark blood vessels made an eerie pattern. A tongue that looked like a rotting sea slug lolled out of his mouth, nearly reaching his neck. What the fuck? What the fuck am I reading right now? And he was not standing on the ground. He was hanging by a rope around his neck, a rope that slowly swayed him in the wind, to and fro, back and forth. Wow, okay.
Huh. I love it how this girl with her lack of memory is like, oh, he can fly. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you think he was flying? just hovering there? It was just the way he was swaying in the wind. Like, oh, he must be just having a good time up there. And it's like, oh, right, no, he's fucking dead, bitch. What the fuck?
Just standing there, my entire body went cold. I know I should be writing such a thing in my notebook, but there isn't the time. I should run away. This has nothing to do with me. Drip, drip. Instead, my eyes dropped to the source of a strange sound. Small drops fell from the man's toes, gathering a puddle beneath them. For some reason, in the middle of the puddle was a notebook.
Is it her notebook?
Probably. The moment I saw it, I felt an intense current run throughout my body and into my brain. 4 words were written on the cover. The letters were smudged, but still clear enough to read. Ryoko Otonashi's memory notebook.
Do we want to stop here for this and do Murder
Maybe.
Drones? We have done this book for 2 hours now. We're on chapter 6.
And we're only on chapter
So we have
6.
done
We have
5
a lot
chapters.
more.
We're about a fifth of the way through the book.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. So, I'll just edit this all into one compilation, So, stream. Let me, stop. To be fair, the Danganronpa music is like a few tracks from ending as well. So let me just, maybe get some... Let me just see if Chrome is, yeah, okay. Chrome is getting the sounds. And I know that Timothy has heard that sound and is, like, immediately running. Like, it's happening!
Well, he's in his bed. He's probably not running anywhere.
He's running in his dreams. Like Timothy said, I heard that sound. I know what's happening. Yeah, I think we did good getting through that much of the of the book arena,
Yeah.
and we'll do some more.
That's a really good part, too.
No. So let me do the studio mode, because be lovely if I could fucking do shit. There we go. See, now this would be the cool thing. Who wants to see something cool? Who wants to see something cool? Chat, you want to see something cool that we can do now? Because, like, you're still seeing us, you know, here in our lovely little magical room doing magic shit, yeah? Look what we can do. Isn't that cool? Budget! We got budget! Look at that shit!
Budget.
We got
Fuck.
fucking budget! Let's go! See, that's
Yeah.
cool, see? We're ready to watch your thing. This is 20 minutes. This is the finale, by the way. My ears hurt, but heart is love. What? Like, let's go, right? Like, I feel like I need to turn this down slightly. You know what I mean? Let me just check the levels before we...
That's probably the reason why Timothy's ears hurt.
Yeah, it has turned up, and then... And, okay, I have... Just to make sure that it's, Is that a decent level? Like, is that not overpowering us? I'm so sorry, Timothy. Is it better now? Is that a decent level? Did Glitch purposely put like a little intro stinger here so we can get the levels right for people reacting? Is that the real reason why Glitch has this intro? I don't know. But is that all good, Timothy? Let us know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a finale. Oh boy. So many finales. We finished Ultra Despair Girls, you know?
Yeah.
Check the quality. Thank you for the shout. It's on auto 1080p. Let me just make sure that it's locked to 1080p. Because otherwise the quality will dip. And closed captions are on. Are you ready to start the recording of it?
Uh-huh.
Timothy, are you ready for us to start the recording? I know you're here live and watching anyway, but still. Are you ready? Yes, you can. We got everybody. No.
Are you okay?
I was thinking, I went into Robbie Williams. It's a default thing that British people do.
Oh,
We just go into Robbie Williams.
okay.
Are you ready to do the intro?
Yeah. Hello.
And welcome back to Newbie Weds. The last time we did this, we watched episodes 1 to 7 of Murder Drones. And now we're on the finale. Like, the finale has just come out. We're watching it live on Twitch. And you guys could be here. You could be in the chat. Look in that corner. You see in the corner? You see in the corner up there? The chat. It's great, right? Also, that means that we're not fully infringing copyright if there's a little thing over there, right? Let's go with Murder Drones. Anyway, let's get into the finale. It's been a while since we watched the episode, so do you remember what has happened?
Yeah.
Do you?
I think.
Do you remember?
I think so.
Oh, it's spooky sounding and shit.
Boopies.
Very much
See,
spooky.
oh, there's gonna be doors are gonna be the true villain the whole time.
Bones.
He's Burnley. Null. Oh right, yeah, because yeah, shit was happening.
The fucking thing that I used to do in 4th grade. Chain thing.
Anti-gravity. Yes. Dumb essays are stupid.
Essay's dumb stupid.
Oh, is this falling? Is the whole room falling?
Yes.
I assume that's what's happened. To be fair, that's how I feel like all teachers feel. Wait, is the planet... Is the planet gone? I'm so confused now.
Ah.
Because this is not like following directly from what happened in the last episode. That's some kind of sun. Or is that a planet core? Oh, yeah. What in the eldritch fuck is this?
What?
This fucking, like, hey, there's an eldritch terror in front of you. And it's like, man, have you ever tried educating teenagers, though? Because, like, educating teenagers is way worse than eldritch terror. Fucking hell. I forget how good the animation is. Like, every episode of Murder Drones, I'm always, like, blown away, like, oh, yeah, shit, this is good. Like, this is good. For a YouTube show with it not really a budget, you know what I mean? Like, they're not given money by a studio.
Whoops.
Oh yeah, because her mum's a weird thing. I think there's so much shit that happened in this franchise. How stop? Parental
Little
advisory,
bitch.
really?
If you a little bitch.
Just doing cute little drawings. It's hard to read some of the text.
It is.
Oh, fuck. What was that? Was that a giant... That was a giant space laser. Chat, who here has already watched this? Like, who is watching it for the first time with us and who has actually already watched this? No NG bonus.
Spaceship pilot!
And my mom was back there!
Sorry, I didn't know. Oh.
We're supposed to get away.
Yeah, I'm kind of like actually mad about what you did, but we can talk later.
Panic. Also, yeah, go back and get her mum. Oh, that was cool, the way the ship works.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the crab legs. The spider legs, like, to clip on. Nice. It's so weird that this is like a franchise that's ending.
Then die mad, bitch!
Oh. Oh, right, yeah, Oh, I love the audio distortion.
Oh my god.
I just love, like, you can tell by the character animation how people, like, they do such a good job of, like, the sass levels and shit, you know? I know this is the finale, but they didn't have to, like,
Oh jeez.
go so overboard with the quality. Like, Jesus, like, even compared to the other episodes.
That's a serious
shot with
issue.
quality, you know?
Before that whole thing, we're like dating, right?
Oh, yeah,
Just
like
because
that
I can't always,
was the
I
plan.
can't always
Yeah.
read.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Yeah.
Guys, we're falling to our deaths.
Yay.
It's not like the cute animation thing. Can they... I thought they was about to
Way!
fusion.
Time to murder a planet!
The way she just sat there like,
Hassan said something like, I owe you or something like that.
Yes, thank you, boss. Good as new. Yep, there's cool. Thanks.
Bus. Just the weird gravity things going on always makes me fucking fun.
Yeah, it's always.
I love like
All
when things play
right,
with gravity and shit.
sentient mass. Time to go in the scary planet hole thing. Ow! Gravity!
Go through the planet's vagine.
She just tried to fly in high gravity.
Calm and go away!
Someone would do something, right? There's gonna be so many cool fights, right? What is this Metal Gear Rising revenge and shit going on? You know?
Why is there?
That is a dinosaur
Why
with
is
a
there an
lightsaber.
arc dinosaur?
Well, they showed up in the earlier
It's
episode.
senior and
Oh yeah, they did.
They did the
I
Jurassic
forgot.
Park.
Yeah,
parody,
I forgot
but-
about that.
Yeah, it's like these elements are coming back, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot about that. I lived, bitch. They did the meme. I lived, bitch. Oh. Ah. Do the dinosaur noise. Do the dinosaur noise. Do the roar. Do the roar.
Oh my god.
This is so Metal Gear Rising shit. Really? It just has a fucking
We were
engine.
supposed to
like,
get away,
gas tank.
Jay. You said we do our jobs on this planet, and it leaves us alone.
it tricked you. If I promised you anything, it tricked me too.
Wow.
You know
It's funny
there's
seeing
no
these two
escape,
fight though.
even in death.
Oh.
I promise it's better on the winning team. As a team.
Mmm. Oh no. Don't.
How about you bite me?
Oh. Jesus. You are a thing for you know, sinister girls with you know, pigtails after all the Danganronpa we've done. I mean,
You're into robots.
I mean, maybe.
I'm missing an organ. Does that call me a robot? Yeah. Okay.
You're a fleshy robot. I love the warning signs. I love the computerized images being. Did they do sunglasses and then push up the virtual sunglasses? You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Also, it's glitching out.
Dropped this.
Oh.
Silly.
Oh, that's such a fucking cool way of doing it. Oh, like the weird ragdoll flesh
Hello,
thing. You see that, right?
Yeah.
Just the
Hi,
flesh.
Em.
Oh boy.
I see. You will not
Oh,
talk
this is
to
so
me
creepy.
because
Oh,
I
whoa!
feelings.
Because flesh puppet. Oh man. Can robots feel fear? I'm assuming they can feel fear because, like,
Easier to assimilate than explain anyway.
assimilate. Alright, yeah.
Bite me.
Wait, come on. Oh.
Okay.
Coraline, that's what I'm thinking of. I was
Yeah.
what is it giving me vibes of? And it's Coraline because, like, the X's are reminding me of, like, the button eyes in Coraline. Does that make sense? Like, that is invoking that kind of thing. Oh. I love it how, because of them being robots, they can get away with such,
Okay.
like, vivid imagery
First,
and
Peter
shit.
Beaver. Let me in, 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 let me in.
That would be terrifying. Flesh wings. There you go, there's your bat wings.
Yeah.
Is that what you imagined?
No.
Oh, the bat wings have, like, hands on them too. Oh, there's so many. Jesus. This design. there was two main fights going on then.
I never needed either of you.
That's a good way to scare the shit out of me.
Uh-huh.
Kiss back.
Always getting pulled back up.
What are you doing?
Leg.
I figured he would be very entranced with Spider-Man.
Uh-huh. Well, before that, super creepy, the hands. Oh my god, fucking hands are so creepy. Oh my god. Use that to run to sort the top out. Pullback ping. Oh, the fucking hands and shit. Hands and eyes are like some of the easiest, but like the most effective creepy imagery that you can do, and they're using it to create effects. Oh.
En?
Okay.
You're okay?
In this kind of situation, I don't trust anyone. I don't trust anyone, especially when there's mentions of
I
assimilate.
don't know how much you remember, but Jay tricked
Trap.
us.
Yes,
Or
trap.
tricked Jay too. And I'm so sorry. I should have been honest, but I was just so scared for us.
Oh,
Please
right.
stop!
Oh, I see. Oh,
Do your job, and I leave
Okay.
you and N alone.
so
Right,
she was
V?
faking being N, and she was. So it was a trap to get all of them.
Bad job, V.
Oh. Again, I was talking about how creepy, like eyes and hands are like some of the creepiest things that you can do,
Yeah.
and they can be so effective, and they are doing it really well. And look, I forgot how good the fucking music is in this show. Oh, the fucking flesh.
Squirmy worm. God
Oh.
it.
The glitched audio.
Go long, Uzi!
Oh, the gun! The gun from the first
Finally.
episode!
Uzi's not here.
Oh boy. Oh my god, the way they do the movement in this show.
I know.
Like, considering they're robots, it's like always so
Hands
fluid
off!
still, but still. Does that make
No
sense?
one
They still act like
traumatizes
robots.
These weirdly hot robots, but me.
Yeah!
Dead or whatever.
Wait. Are we admitting that they're hot now? Like, the fan base
And
clearly
annoying.
thinks so. Oh, could she lock her out?
Just me in here. I think dumb things are freaking cool, and I
Oh.
am your butt babe.
So she walked away to lock the control out then? Right? Oh, and
Okay.
she has the gun. Bite me! Yes! So now this is like the full-on anime fight at the end, right? Like the fucking null ability. Oh my god! It's so, okay, the budget all went it. Oh shit! Like this. Okay. I love this music video that we're definitely getting copyrighted on and shit. Buddy. The swords. This is so cool. And, like, this is such a vibe. Just look in the blood. They really was like, we just want to do a cool anime fight, didn't they? And also, again, soundtrack. Very. Oh, but okay. I don't even know how they managed to do this in 3D. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, switch place.
Wrong team.
No more tricks.
Oh.
Tricked her.
Uh-huh. This is a good team up block. I love team up moments
I don't
like
know, I
this.
feel like we need a secret
Again, so clearly
handshake
she
or
does
something,
the same
right?
with disguise thing, you know?
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. I mean, this is a 3v1 fight, but again, it isn't Eldritch Terror. But I love the way that they have
The way she just put it back on her.
Like when you have an Eldritch Terror as a villain, it's really hard to give them a form that's like fightable, you know?
Yeah.
You really just showed images of puppies. So the way that again, the choreography for this fight is really good. Like, so I wonder if Digital Circus is going to have anything this epic at some point. You know what I mean? Because Digital Circus is more like
They're trying to figure out their secret handshake.
vibe. We just shut things as well. Secret hand. They did it. They did the secret handshake. They did bella la la and everything.
La 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 la.
Bella la la. Again, yeah, giving like the Eldritch Terror like an actual fightable form. You know?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Actually worked. I love how she's like, I could rip this up, but I'm just gonna nuke it, you know? Yeah. So how do you make sure it stays dead? Actually, like, nuke it. Is this the Waldo? I'm confused.
Is this a blight?
Oh yeah, I know. Like some kind of black hole thing. Ah! I love the use of color though, or lack thereof color. What? I'm so confused. She
Well,
absorbed it back in.
Yeah, into
She
her.
absorbed it into her. And now the flesh body is melting. But yeah, giving the Eldritch Terror like an actual like fightable form. Because obviously it's really hard to fight an Eldritch Terror and to have a cool fight against them. So I think we got very good at giving like the flesh puppet body. Okay. So is this gonna be like a self-sacrifice kind of thing? Yeah. Like had to destroy both of them at once. Kind of deal. So what did
No,
he leave?
he left.
He just walked in,
He was like, fuck y'all, I'm
did
out.
some toddler shit, and then left. And just casually skateboard. Leave the fucking phone! Wife? Child.
You don't know me and I hate you!
Oh.
Oh. Oh. That would be some shit that you would do.
Kinda hot.
To be fair, my wife would be so with jelly tentacle alien thing that cost I love him so much. Like, okay, the fucking dinosaur's back. The fact that the dinosaur keeps going back is so interesting.
Uzi?
Again, she's got that thing inside of her, right? Like, I don't trust shit.
Get back!
Oh, I see the eyes.
Yeah.
Uzi?
The eyes are like,
Oh, hell yeah! I'm a damaged OC. It's her.
I love how it's like being cringe. It's like, oh yeah, okay, it's them. Oh dear. But like the eyes are fading from like the yellow to the purple.
And yep, that's how I learned nightmares are real, and we probably should have stayed behind the old doors.
Doors!
And that maybe I don't actually hate it here.
I love it that her dad's like, yeah,
as
doors! I knew you'd come around on the doors, babe!
That's my girlfriend!
Oh my god. Really? Really?
Also, now I can do this!
Now I can become an Eldritch Terror! absorb? So did she absorb the personality or just like the powers? You know?
I don't know.
This was a really good show. Can you believe this is like an independent production on YouTube and not just an actual like Amazon original? Also, there was a very anime picture there. Like, it also has that 80s Stranger Things vibes
Yeah.
in a way. Like that retro future kind of thing going on as well, which I love. I just think it's great. Oh man.
He has
Special thanks to
destroyed
Epic
this one.
Games. Huh. Why Epic Games? Was this made with Unreal, I take it? That's why Epic Games is on here. He's destroyed what?
The room.
You look great.
Oh, great.
Have you considered a bow, though?
Oh! So the other personality
So
is
they're
there.
both there. Yes, but I guess
Is it like a... Is it like a Venom situation? Like it's a Eddie Brock and Venom situation?
maybe.
Oh, damn. The fact there's already full stories of these out, by the way, like... Murder Drones, the full story. And it's like, bro, the episode hasn't even been out a day. What the fuck, guys? Come on. Yeah, I'm assuming it is like that kind of parasitic thing. Whatever. That was a really good show. Like, damn, it's weird that it's ended. I assume we might get a season 2 at some point. Like, that could be an open ending.
Oh yeah.
That, like, they could genuinely just leave it there. I don't know if they're going to or if they want to.
I could see it being more for sure.
Damn right. That was fun. I guess we'll leave it there. If you guys want to see us watch more things and shit, subscribe and that, and also follow us over on Twitch because we also do live there, and it'd be great if people will go and follow us on Twitch. So, join us there and come pop in and ask us about murder drones and shit. That'd be great. Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Anyway. Oh man. I think we're gonna end the stream there.
End it for now. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. We went about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Considering.
Considering there's a little boy.
Maybe that's what we just need to do.
What?
Whenever I have the days off, just get up early.
Yeah. And now I have all the stuff to edit. Well, I have this to edit and upload. So we
Yeah.
have this for next Sunday, I guess. But what we need to do, because Timothy has mentioned it, and since we're not recording, I think the Danganronpa, I've looked into it heavily, and because Twitch is kind of scaring me right now, with them cracking down on music and other copyright, I was at some point planning on like maybe we will stream Danganronpa, but it's genuinely too scary for us to lose channels again. Like for us to stream it, so we will record it, and we'll put it up on the Patreon, and that way it's behind a paywall, and it's more secure that way. Genuinely, people want us to watch the anime reaction. It's there for people who want it, and it's on a platform where it's a bit more protected from us getting in mass trouble and losing our Twitch and losing our YouTube, because we've already lost one YouTube channel for bullshit reasons. And Twitch recently did a crackdown on music that they're going to implement soon, and that also probably means they're doing the same thing for video. And I'm like, it's way too risky for us to lose things. So we're going to play it safe. We'll put it on Patreon and go from there. And we're going to try and record that maybe today at some point. Some of it. Start on recording it, and then I'm off next Friday. So maybe we can do it then.
Oh yeah. Because it's
I'm off next Friday and Saturday.
holiday.
Next Friday and the Monday, yeah.
on Monday, but I'm working the full weekend, so.
But I was thinking maybe we'll try and do some stuff today. We'll do IRL things that we need to do today.
Yeah.
And we will like damn. This oh my god.
Hold on, darling. We're almost done. Hold on.
He's like, I want to do things. We'll do the IRL things that we need to do and go to places today.
Yeah. Do a little thrifting for my
Yeah.
gallery wall.
Yeah, do that.
Which, if y'all want to keep up to date with our random IRL shit,
Mhm.
you can always go follow me on my shit.
Yeah, follow your shit, and we have our Twitter as
My-
well. We've been trying to post more on Twitter.
And my
X.
my Instagram is one of the biggest places where I'm putting, like, where I'm posting the things for my Gothic gallery wall. So, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, but yeah, and then a couple of things like financially that we're saving up for is your model.
Yeah.
That any donations are going towards, because I prefer to be open. I prefer to be open with where things are going. You know.
Yeah.
They're going towards there, and we need to try and get some boosters for these mics to make recording a bit easier. So we're a couple of hundred away from your model getting done, and then we're like, it'd be like $50, I think, to get the boosters for these
Yeah.
currently. But yeah, I'd prefer to be open with where support is going, and that support like from donations and also from the ad revenue and stuff. So and
Where?
keep trying to grow things
a
and shit,
lot.
and just the more we grow, the
Okay,
better it's
hold
going to be
on.
anyway. Anyway, I guess we have this now. See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.